Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am your benevolent game master, 16-bit Scotty. And tonight, I have with me 3 of the 4 wonderful players that will be bringing their characters to life in this Dice Dorks Unknown Battlegrounds, or as I like to call it, Dub G.
Why,
So,
Scotty?
starting out, we'll
Yeah,
jump over to Richard. We'll get some introductions
Hello,
going.
trying to make
I
me
am
spill my
Richard.
coffee.
I am the captain of the ship, and I have very bad luck.
You do. You do. You've had exceedingly bad luck in this game, in this system, so far. But are you listening to my advice and switching out your dice to little mini dice?
I will be.
Okay, all right. So hopefully that'll work for you. I've used those dice. Maybe some of my juju's rubbed off on them. All right. So we will now go down to Zoe. Introduce yourself, Zoe.
Oh, Dead Man Bones. I'm playing Zobras, Mandalorian sharpshooter, and slightly annoyed and highly terrified of missing something important. Well,
I can understand that. I totally understand that. Now, down on over to the corner here, we have Crom. Introduce yourself.
you're muted.
You're muted.
I'm Gleese. I will be playing Crom, and I've been informed I am not allowed to go pet Snuffles.
Well, I didn't say you can't. I just basically was trying to say it wouldn't be advised. I mean, pet Snuffles all you want. He will pet you too from the inside of his mouth.
Inside. Yes.
Yeah. All right. And then Animox is not currently with us. He may be showing up a little bit late. If not, or until he does, I will be playing Adamox. Ethy, who is a mercenary that likes to do the stabby stab, but is not good with the stabby stab, but refuses to do anything other than the stabby stab, including saving their own teammate while they're slumped over on a skiff. Did I say that?
And that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
That's kind of sort of why we're all here. So, all right.
Yeah.
Now, for the quick recap, that was just a little bit of as to why they're here. The crew of the DP-28 was in fact hired to do a mission to get back some cargoes for the Rebel Alliance. Now, they went in, got the kind of sort of got the cargo, but not really. And then everything just kind of went belly up. I mean, the Wookiee was hurting for certain. People were getting knocked out. It was just chaos. And then once they ended up getting all knocked out and caught, the main pirate guy was like, hey, what am I going to do? Am I going to kill him? But they were sort of kind of saved by a bounty hunter who took pity on their meager lives and convinced Vanguard to sell them off. And sell them off he did. So they are now in what is known as the Battlegrounds of a Lonay Twi'lek Black Sun member. And for those of you watching that know anything of Legends, yes, it is that Lonay. All right.
Thanks. Now I'm terrified.
So
that's the
now,
one part I did not know.
before we get started, I do have a little bit of a introduction kind of thing going on. It shouldn't hopefully take as long as it did last week. All right. So, Jada places her face in her hands. This one has attempted to contact everyone Jada and Richard knows, but they're all unable to get to us quick enough. Kit moves over and places itself on Jada's lap, almost like a small comforting animal. Well, you need to think of something. Otherwise, this is going to be way harder than I'd like it to be, Nina states as she sits down next to Jada and pats her on the head. I told you we'd help, and I will honor that. But can you think of anything that might give us the edge? This one could reach out to Bipto. It is extremely doubtful Bipto will help. Nina sighs, sits back. Give him a call. He won't listen to you. I'll give it a shot. Nina flashes a warm smile. My godfather has a history with him, and I think I might be able to convince him to help. Jada nods her head before entering a number into the HoloLink. The display rotates as a computerized voice speaks. Thank you for contacting Homestar Logistics. Your call is important to us. Please hold, and someone will be with you momentarily. We employ only the best pilots to ensure your cargo gets to its destination on time. Before the voice can continue, a figure shows up on the holovid. All-Star Logistics, Captain Bipto speaking. The Ulteranian is middle-aged. Like most, his head is easily twice the size of a human head, and his body is slightly smaller in frame. From head to toe, though, he is roughly about 4 foot tall, a height most impressive for his race. His large eyes are normally solid purple, and his skin is kind of a grayish green, but all blue on the hollow net. His antennae begin to twitch. Jada, you were supposed to be back hours ago. What is taking Richard so long? Let me guess. Another get-rich scheme. Jada lowers her head and explains the trouble the crew has gotten themselves in, omitting the part about working for the Rebel Alliance. Bipto sits quietly, listening to the gravity of the situation. Once Jada is done, Bipto nods his head. I am truly sorry, my dear. But this slosh slug that's what he gets for flying too close to that star. I can't help you. It wouldn't be profitable for business. I'm sure you understand. Jada lowers her head even more. This one doesn't understand. Hasn't Jada worked hard for you? Richard has always gone above and beyond what Bipto requires, meeting all of his deadlines. Jada is asking Bipto if he could throw a bone Richard's way. Bipto gets quiet for a moment. I wish I could help, but I don't have the resources to help. Besides, thinking about it, Richard's ship payment's almost due. If he dies or can't make the payment, you're gonna have to step it up. By the contract, you'll become the new captain of the Dinner Plate 28, and will need to take responsibility. Nina places a hand on Jada's shoulder and gets in close to the HoloLink. Bipto, long time no chat. Nina has a comforting and soothing voice to her. Bipto stops for a moment, then narrows his eyes. Jada, who is this moof milker? Nina puts on a stunned face. Bipto, it's me, Nina. Nina Sato. I know it's been a while, but I thought you might remember all those problems Yzerman and I helped you out with. Bipto's face contorts from unsure to happy. Nina! I didn't recognize you for a moment. What a surprise. Wait. Richard doesn't have a bounty on his head, does he? That would complicate his employment with us. Nina waves her hand to the side. Stars, no. Richard and I are good friends. I'm actually surprised he's never told you that. Jada looks up at Nina and thinks to herself how casually and confident Nina sounds while lying to Bipto. No, he hasn't. But then again, I don't think I've ever talked much about other than work stuff. Nina nods her head. Well, Jada called me right up once. Yeah. Jada called me right up the moment the poodoo hit the fan. And we really could use your help here. My crew doesn't really need much. Maybe an extra ship, something we can use in combat. I feel confident I have a couple of mercs with the skills for ground assault, but the big problem is fighting off their fighters. Bipto gently brushes his antenna. I'm sorry, but it would be more cost-effective just to let him go. Besides, if Nina takes over the payments, I can still get my money back. Jada suddenly blurts out something. This one is a mechanic, not a runner. Jada couldn't make those payments. Nina puts a hand on Jada's shoulder. Bipto, think about that. If Richard or Jada can't make the payments, you're out that money. It's better to get him and his crew back. That way you make your money, they keep their lives. Bipto waves his hand. I can't. Business has been down and I've suffered too much already. It's better just to cut my losses now. Jada's eyes begin to water as Nina sighs. Okay, okay then. I understand, but I'll tell you what. How much would the life of your crew be to you to get them back? I can't afford to pay you something like that. Nina shrugs. Then don't. For a moment, Bipto is surprised along with Jada before Nina's intentions are laid out. I'll do the job for 20,000. You simply add the money on to whatever debt Richard owes. Think of it as a extra interest on being late for a payment. If I can't bring him back alive, I'll pay off his debt and take the ship, and then we call it even, yeah? Bipto chuckles. He owes a rather large number to me. Nina nods her head, and in my line of work, I am gifted with large numbers. Look, she leans in. If anything, it's a win-win for you. What do you say? Do we have an accord? Bipto nods his head, then agrees, leaving Jada confused and speechless. Thanks, Bipto. Just have my money ready within the month, and I'll have everyone back, one way or another. Once the hollow vid shuts off, Jada looks at Nina upset. This one thought Nina said Sato would help. How does adding to Richard's debt help? Nina chuckles. I know people, but those people don't work for free. Since we have to rely on my resources, you have to pay for them. Understood? Jada sighs to herself as Kit beeps and boops. Kit might be right. This one guesses you can't actually put a price on someone's life. Then it'll do the screen cut. And you guys are in the middle of combat. Flavor, people are popping shots and things. That there's ducking and screaming and hollering like, what the crap are we gonna do? So I will require perception. Yep.
Alrighty, I need to 14.
Ooh, close. Would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Alrighty then. So you guys are going first. Zoe, how many actions do you want to take?
2.
All right. And then Crom, how about you, my good man?
2.
Okay. And then Richard.
Same as them.
All right.
By the way, Richard, you're bright as the sun right now.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So you guys get to go first. Hit me up with those actions. What do you want to do on your first actions?
So I was going to search for equipment.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a search check.
One search check.
Perception, search. Search, perception. Perception, perception, perception.
That would be a 12.
12. Fantastic. You are going to find 2 smoke grenades and a frying pan.
Oh, goody.
Yep.
How many frying pans?
So many in this one. It's almost like I was just wanting to have fun with the frying pan.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'm guessing, how much does the frying pan do, or is it just pure strength?
It's pretty much strength. It should be written on the thing. It's like 1d6 strength or just strength. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Frying pan,
probably.
5D stun.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So you hit somebody, it does 5d6 stun damage. You just go bing.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I still haven't figured out if it can deflect bullets.
Well, lucky you me. I have
something we can figure out together. Oh, well, apparently this is black one now. I don't know how or why it jumped to a different color. I had it on green. Oh, well.
Yeah, it should be green. Your color is set to green right now.
Yeah, it's not on the thing, but I ain't worried about it. Let us just move on. So you've taken an action, you've searched, you've not found anything noteworthy. Richard, how about you?
So, the guy on top of the building, is he in cover?
The female is... Oh, that guy, he's not on top of the building. He's actually behind the building, ground level. and he has about 3/4 cover. Last game session, you would kind of take some pop shots at him, and even though it didn't seem like he actively got hit or hurt, it did destroy the cover that he was hiding behind.
He squealed.
Now, he squealed, but you weren't sure if it was a squeal of, oh, I'm hurt, or, oh, that was close. I don't think I specified. I might
He
have,
did.
but I don't remember.
I don't think you did. I
And how
watched
much
the video.
cover does she have?
She probably at best has half cover, quarter cover at worst. She's literally on the dome of a building and on a ledge. So depending on the angle, I'd say she might have just a quarter cover. She's actually less covered and more exposed than he is.
So I'm gonna take a shot at her.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me some dice. 25 meters. You have a pistol.
Yes, blaster pistol.
Short range should be an easy one, right?
Should be.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that should fall within the short range category for it. Blast tech, rifle, heavy, crossbow, sporting.
12,
What?
15,
Oh.
25.
It is a medium range because medium is basically 11 meters to 30 meters, but it was like 20 something meters, so it becomes medium. But that is more than good enough to actually tap her with the weapon. Pow! Go ahead and give me some damage.
40 damage.
Yep.
Hopefully it ain't a love tap.
Hopefully not. Ooh.
Get it? Was it a good ooh or a bad ooh?
Sure.
Dice popped out. So
Oh. It was just so excited it couldn't stand it. It said, oh, me.
12.
12. She is wounded. She recoils. Ah!
Nice.
I'll be generous. Okay. So after that recoil on things that she begins to slip from her positioning, maintains her balance, but drops her weapon onto the ledge below the ledge she's at. And it's about maybe like half a meter distance. So she is now hurting and without a weapon, essentially.
Neat.
Yep. Alrighty then. Prom.
Yes. Oh, so quick question.
Yes.
God damn
This
it.
poor fool right here, is he within this square or is he like over here?
He's actually probably closer to like right around in this area.
Okay.
He's not in the building, he's more on the outside of the building. It's just from the positioning from movement. It kind of slapped him right in there.
Okay, so if I moved right where he's standing, would I be able to reach him?
I'd say, yeah, the building's dilapidated enough that you can kind of look up and see this guy hiding behind cover. I think he had like a blaster or pistol. If he didn't, he does now.
So I would like to rage and charge him.
Okay. Rage and charge.
Yes.
So Wookiee smash?
Wookiee smash.
Meat
So-
Shield Senior, come here!
Did you say junior senior?
No, I said
Senior.
senior.
Okay.
So
All right.
basically senior.
I got you. All right. So you're raged. You can go ahead and move your token. Well,
Okay.
it's basically like I said. You can move it either here, or here, or here.
Oh, that's not my. I can't grab my token.
What? Oh, I didn't set up for you to grab it, did I?
Just click the token, say
Yep.
it represents dot dot dot.
From.
Had to check.
Yeah, no, you should be fine. All right, now try it.
There we go. Okay,
There we go.
I'm gonna move right there.
All right, there. All right. So Wookie just goes and just starts charging. All right. So you just charging, and then you're gonna wait, and that's basically the whole action was movement and
Yes.
okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, Adamox. Adamox should have blaster pistol with weapon loaded. Adamox attempt to shoot.
Actually, he has a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
yeah, he does that.
when you generically say blaster, it's like saying has gun.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh.
He's got the longest arm on the crew right now.
Well, we still haven't used our PG-13 token yet, so.
No, yeah. It's okay. You guys made up for it more than enough in previous game sessions, so. That is a hit. So he takes a shot. It hits. He now does damage. 5d6. He's shooting at Ray Wannabe.
Okay.
15 has 16 for his damage. Now the key becomes, is it going to be adequate for her? Ooh, damn. 16 versus.
Get it?
Okay, yeah, no. He shoots her, pops her right in the chest as she's like, for flavor, like trying to reach down to grab that rifle. Hits her right in the chest, and she essentially becomes incapacitated and begins to roll off building.
Do we all see that shot?
Yep. You just see a blast bolt going, poof, and then
Nice
bang, and
shot,
then
Adamox.
extra damage, and she's dead.
I was gonna say fall damage is fun.
Yep.
Do I even want to know?
Well, I technically have to roll to make sure if she actually. Yeah, no, she's dead. She
Yeah,
got a
no,
1 on
she's
the
dead.
wild die. It doesn't count for that, but I can already tell you, just glancing at him. Yeah, she's dead. Okay.
You're kidding me.
So we will place her here, and then we will put an X through that. Okay, so she is dead. And this dude's gonna notice all that, and he's gonna look back. And he's like, Carissa!
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He's named them.
Yeah, you say until this dude reaches back and pulls out a grenade.
Oh, shit.
So I don't think he thought this one through,
He's got
but he basically just goes, pull, pin, and then just throws it right at your chest. So he's gonna also be
Blinded by
taking
love.
damage. So
more loyalty.
Wookie can dodge if Wookie so chooses, because he needs to make a check to try to basically put it right at you. But you do have the option to dodge the attack.
Hi, doggos.
There is another option, and I did it
Yeah, that
before
too.
I got shot.
Yeah, that too.
So, yeah.
The only thing I will let you know is I was being generous last time, and I'm not saying it's any differently. These things can be set for timer, and they can also be set for impact. So even though I said he pulled the pin, essentially they have a button layout, so he can actually set it for impact and then just throw it, or he can put a timer on it and then throw it. If you don't know which is which, I will give you that one.
Okay.
I
Considering
will
Wookiee.
attempt to dodge.
Absolutely. So would you want to use a reaction to compound the dice, or do you want to use up your secondary action now?
I will compound the dice.
Okay, so you should be at negative 3d6 now. Or
-2.
yeah. No, because he's enraged.
He's
-2 on
raging.
everything. So he's already at -2, then plus a -1 for taking 2 actions. So negative
So
-2d6
-3.
on your dexterity dodge.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a 6 on the wild die.
There you go.
Unleash the yeet.
That is a 8.
8. 8 unfortunately does not beat a 15. So you get to roll your strength to see if you can absorb the damage.
Alright.
And by the way, just for the record, yes, it was impact. Because the second it basically goes to hit, depending on how the strength goes, it's either going to hit you or hit the ground. But it does the second it makes contact with something.
So it's 76. Okay. 3.
So for clarification, how do grenades work? Is it explosion and force, or is it just like pure explosion?
It is pure explosion. It is pure explosion. It's kind of, to my best knowledge, I'd have to double check some readings in there, but honestly, I don't even know if it tells you if it's energy or
9.
physical.
Because it's like,
I think
dude's
it
gonna
also.
get caught in that too, though.
Oh yeah, no, he's in the blast radius, the same as a Crom. They're both taking 5d6 damage.
So,
Oh,
no
son of
effect.
a bitch!
9.
That's 9 right off
That's
the
good.
rip. Okay. Oh.
7, 9, 11, 13.
I don't know if I hit.
14,
That only works for me.
15.
I've been looking for this specific die for a month. It
23.
was in the crevice of
23?
my chair.
So yes.
Did you account for being angry?
I did account for being angry, yes. That
Or does
No,
being
that
it doesn't
count?
work for
No?
that.
doesn't
Okay.
do anything. Doesn't do anything to it.
No, so technically the way the rules are, if you look at it, it literally only adds an extra 2d to hurt somebody. I have allowed it to be strength-based skills. So when you hurt somebody, when you attack somebody, stuff like that, yes. But when it comes to your actual like absorption of impact, it's your normal strength.
Okay.
So you are fine, despite the blibbers. He is
Thank goodness.
difference of 7, which I believe is wounded. Let me double check. He is what? Yep, he is wounded. 4 to 8 wounded. All right. So yeah, the grenade goes off, and basically it doesn't hit Crom. He's aiming for his chest, and he's gonna get him, but basically Crom just kind of, or the way the guy throws it, it kind of just barely goes past Crom, then explodes, and throws you to the ground because there's kind of a little bit of an effect to poof. So throws you to the ground and sends out shrapnel and everything else, embeds into this guy who's also now pruned. And then that pretty much is it, because everything should be contained to where you guys are for the most part. So you guys might get some dust, a little bit of heat maybe, some ping from shrapnel. But yep, that's it. Yeah, that one is dead, so can't do anything there. Okay. Who would like to go first in this action base?
Well, I went first last time, so who's up?
Would you like to go first, Crom?
would like to go first. This guy is
Absolutely.
prone, correct?
Yeah, you're both prone.
Oh, okay. So can I stand up and whomp him?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Yes. I'm just gonna stand up, put an arm, foot to his chest, and grab an arm.
Oh. All right, so brawling. Poor Saw does not have much in brawling parry.
But he's not a rat, though.
He's a rat to me.
Pretty much.
Does anybody get that?
I probably should, but I don't.
I think Tim got it. Womp. Rat. Womp rat.
Uh,
Womp womp womp. Rat.
see, a 4 on the wild die.
Nice.
8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, so
Let me make sure nobody can hear that fan.
I'm trying to think. Math can be a challenge. That's the difference of dead. Okay. So yeah, no, you basically just rip his arm out, and yeah, he just starts screaming, hollering, and things that, and then like as you're kind of stepping and everything else, I just kind of imagine it's kind of expediting the blood loss, and then not long after that, he just crumples over dead.
I wonder if the cameras would censor that or not. We're clearly on some sort of show.
Hell,
No, they're not
no.
gonna do that. It's Black Sun Network, baby. That's
They don't
they want.
care.
They are.
That's what people are paying for.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what they're there for,
This is
Can I
one
see a
giant
camera,
stuff.
by the way?
huh?
Can I see a camera, by the way?
No longer in
Just-
combat. Give me a search or perception.
Search for perception, okay?
Yep.
Speaking of which, Zoe would like to search the next building for,
Sure.
stuff.
And I'm assuming I'm coming out of rage now, yes?
Uh.
Because we are not in combat?
Yeah and no. You have to make the check. So it is a perception check -2, minimum 1d6.
Okay.
No.
I got a 3.
Got a 3. I think that might be enough. I can't remember.
I'm
If it's
sorry, that
very
would
easy.
be... With that... No, that wouldn't count it with the pip. Never mind. No, it's just straight 3.
I mean, it wouldn't count a pip. If you got a pip, pip goes into it.
No, I was looking at search.
Oh. Gotcha. Let's see. What is it? 1d 20, minimum 1d check. Enraged. Calm down. Berserker rage suffers. Yada yada yada. Oh, excuse me. Reroll that. It's not a -2. It's a -1d6 for that. So that was my fault.
Okay, so roll 2d6 then?
Yep, 2d6. That was my fault.
Alright.
Quick question.
Yep.
Before I say the result of my roll. Am I still under the negative for my actions chosen, or am I acting as if nada?
Acting as nada because they are you killed off the only 2 people that you can see, and we're currently not in combat.
Okay, let me reroll that.
5.
5. Yep, you're
Which
good.
works for me.
You
Okay.
calm down.
And can I still do the search?
Yep, you can still do a search.
12 again.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you are going to find a power pack that will actually go with your holdout. You will find 2 power packs that go to a blaster pistol, and then you will find 2 quills.
Crom, I got your quills.
And I got an 11.
You are going to find a blast vest, a concussion vest, and a sporting blaster. And from the looks of it, the sporting blaster can also use the same size magazine as what is being used for the other blaster rifle.
Okay.
So I've got the holdout blaster.
So
I got the holdout blaster. Holdout
What's up?
blaster.
The
I'm going
camera?
to go search the Ray wannabe.
Absolutely. All right.
No. What were the other? Okay, assuming I gave Crom the Crom his quills. What was the other? What was the other power pack?
2 power packs that go for a blaster pistol, and then a power pack for your holdout.
10.
10. Okay, she
Wait.
actually has
12.
even better. I like it. She actually ends up having some really good stuff. Let me double check because I don't actually think I put it on here.
Gonna keep on systematically moving because you get what you get.
No, I didn't. So she actually has 4 stim packs. Yep.
So I gotta ask, so did Crom respond to those "I've got your quills"?
Probably took the quills.
I would assume I take the quills.
Yep.
Okay, because I didn't hear a response.
She's also going to have a power pack for blaster rifle, sporting rifle.
Blasting rifle, sporting rifle.
No, that's the what Richard was getting.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to confirm what I got.
Yeah,
You said a
haven't
blast
gotten
vest.
to you yet.
Oh no.
Haven't
Okay.
gotten to you yet. Yeah, the blast
Oh.
vest on top of the stim packs is what I was trying to tell Richard. And then the
Oh, okay. I got
yeah,
confused.
because he checked her. No, you're fine.
A blast vest?
Yeah, you got a blast vest off of her. The shot ended up smacking her right in the face. So the vest, surprisingly, is okay. And then you have an extra power pack for a blaster rifle.
So, for when you get the chance, next building is a 13.
That's fine. Crom, you
Yes.
have essentially what is a wood chopping axe, a knife, and a blaster rifle. No ammunition.
Hi, boy.
All right. And about that search for the camera.
What was the number for the camera?
11.
11. 11. Yeah, as you're looking around, because I thought you were searching buildings, as you're looking around, you're going to actually notice that high up in the air actually looks like there is kind of what looks like an Imperial probe droid. But it's pretty high up in there. You just
I'm just
barely
gonna
make it
look
out.
at it, and I'm just gonna look at it and raise the severed arm.
Yeah. Question is, you're gonna be like many of the other Wookiees that I've played with, and you're gonna start eating this every arm.
No, I'm not gonna eat the severed arm.
Oh,
I will
okay.
cook it first.
Oh, God.
That was
Oh,
good.
God.
Oh, that
We're
was
a
good.
cultured Wookiee.
Yep.
Hey, a cultured Wookiee.
Yep.
Uncultured swine.
Yep. All right. So this particular building, unfortunately, bears
dear.
nothing.
Got nothing in here.
All right, everybody, give me flat perception.
All right.
Perception.
Perception.
What is it with me and 12s today?
I got a 5.
10.
Okay. All is good enough to notice that there's blaster fire ringing out over here in this general area. And everyone, with the exception of Crom, is going to be able to actually look over and notice that there is a figure that is essentially going to be on, call it as we call it, a bicycle, pumping legs as fast as they can. And there is going to be a Trandoshan that essentially is right here and right here,
Oh, dear.
taking pop shots at this person. And the person surprisingly is kind of, weaving in, weaving out. I mean, doing some impressive stuff. But apparently, the one thing he didn't realize, and that you guys are now being privy to, is there are apparently mines here, because he ends up hitting with the front part of his bicycle a mine, and it just essentially explodes and then launches him over here. He tumbles, he falls, he kind of hits up against a part of a wall. Chico push up on top.
Of course, he put my hands on the map. Oh dear.
Oh, far as you know, nobody has spotted you yet.
All right.
Can I
So,
try to sneak around?
Nobody has spotted you yet.
so I'm going to try and do a quick search of the other guy real quick.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a quick search of the other guy. And then you said you wanted to sneak, Zoe?
Yep.
Give me sneak roll. Crown, what would you like to do?
How many quills did she give me?
2 quills, so essentially 10 shots.
10 shots, okay?
10 shots total.
Oh, snap. Yes, please. 18. Exploding wild die.
Three, okay.
That'd be my favorite number.
Okay.
So I could essentially sneak my movement,
I'm
yes?
sorry, wait a second. Hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. No. Movement, it can be determined by you.
Okay.
And also depending on the terrain can actually increase or decrease difficulty and all of the kind of fun stuff. So, but the biggest thing is with the sneak, you're just trying to not be spotted as you're weaving in and out. So traditionally, you're either moving half or normal speed.
Okay.
Your call, your discretion, but yeah, traditionally it is either half or normal.
Well, let's see. Zoe sees that there's eyes on dude.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, our boys are kind of out in the open at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, because Crom, Richard, and Adamox are without or not in line of sight. Adamox will probably be right in there. You're the one
Okay.
that's closest to. Now you're
So
going
I'm
to be
gonna-
moving 5 to 10 meters in any direction you want since you made the sneak.
Right about here.
Okay. Richard. This dude ends up having a blaster rifle. He also ends up having 2 battery packs for the blaster rifle. He has another frag grenade. And he also has a smoke grenade.
So Zoe's gonna get on the comm. Do we actually have comms?
Nope.
Shit.
And you
Yep.
just wandered off.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
All by yourself.
So, do me a favor, Zoe. Give me a perception check.
16.
First or second?
First.
Okay. As you're moving, you're trying to be sneak, and you are actually really sneak, but the lizard dude kind of looks over and says something in well, I can't remember what language they speak, but says something in their language.
Lizard folk.
Lizard folk. There you go. So,
Yeah, I'm just going to perceive that as bogey spotted.
sure. All right. So,
Unless I
how
can
many
roll
actions
a
would you like to
language.
take?
Deuces.
Deuces. Okay, fantastic. And they have not spotted anybody else, and nobody knows that Zoe walked off. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. So, Crown, was there something you're supposed to do that I just kind of forgot?
You know, I don't think so.
Okay. I want to make
I
sure
mean-
because it just kind of popped in there. Like, did you check with Crown?
That was your opportunity to make something up.
It was actually an opportunity to make something up. But it's
I'm a
okay.
good
We'll
person.
deal with the Zoe thing first.
Like, I was searching the building around the guy that I just ripped the arm off of.
Yeah.
Holding it like it's a torch.
So I'm going first. Yeah, I can see them. Right?
Yeah, you can see both of them.
Which one of them is not behind any form of cover?
Dude that's probably standing out in the street. The other guy looks like he's up on the building somewhat, like he maybe jumped on a ladder, jumped up or whatever. He's got like maybe
Wow.
quarter cover.
Let's
Random
see,
question.
Hold
Random
on.
answer.
Yes.
Would the arm act as an improvised club to do additional damage?
I can see that.
30 meters.
I would
need to look
allow
at
it.
the range.
Yeah, I would allow it. I could see that having a D6 on top of strength. I would allow that.
Okay.
Now what were you
I
saying,
didn't
Zoe?
real-
Oh, sorry. What Crown?
I was looking at range here.
Not very
I
I
far.
was just gonna say I didn't realize we were playing Vampire the Masquerade.
So,
Yeah, no, this system you do pretty much whatever you want.
These are the important
30.
questions.
Yes, these
Yes.
are the
yeah,
important questions.
yeah. So I can't shoot shit. Sorry, I can't shoot stucco. So I'm going to.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going to hope and pray and search for something, anything. Because that's all I can do.
There are other options.
There are other
You know what?
options.
There are.
I'm
We
I'm
have
going-
said this from the start.
I'm
Running away.
I'm going to be benevolent. Okay. And
Sorry.
even though you cannot shoot them,
Stop.
you can, in theory, prepare to dodge by rolling dodge to make it hopefully harder to hit you.
I just realized something. I have a smoke grenade.
That also works because
You're
it makes it
welcome.
harder for you to be seen.
I'm throwing one. I don't have the grenade. I don't have the grenade skill. I'm assuming
It's just
is it a
dexterity.
dex?
Yep, just dexterity then.
So I'm just gonna look at Richard for a moment and go,
13.
I have a
And you're
dumb
gonna hear
idea.
us. Wait, no, you're not gonna hear her. She's not gonna give up her space, but she's going to throw that grenade. Right about. Did that ping?
No, it didn't. Let me double check. I can't remember the difficulty on grenade. Difficulty.
So, Crom, what is your idea?
Let me look up.
It is range based, so it is. Where did you want to throw it? Pinging again?
Right about there.
15 meters. So that becomes medium. What was your number?
13.
13? That's good enough. I allow.
Sweet.
So yeah. You guys are going to hear this kind of as Crom at the end of what Crom says. So what were you saying, Crom?
I was just looking at Richard. I have a dumb idea.
Please do share.
I'm just going to gesture to these lovely bodies here, and then I'm going to gesture to the arena. And I'm going to make
not
another.
going near there.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we go in there. I'm suggesting we pull it out here and aim it in that direction.
Adamok says, but he said not going near, and I agree with Richard.
We are not going near that thing.
I'm not suggesting we go near it. I'm suggesting
I'm not going to use bait. If it catches it too quick, we're not getting away. No.
Fine. A perfectly good idea.
No.
Why
To
don't
be
you
fair,
just strap them to yourself? I know
Yeah.
you like your meat shields.
Yeah. To be fair, Adamok says, it is a good idea, but maybe not for this instance.
We have to go in there anyway, right?
We do, but they probably might eat rancid meat too, so we don't know. Just put a pin in it. All right.
We will get back to this idea.
Yep. So,
But for now, let's let it eat other people.
that's right. So grenade ends up going off. You guys hear the as you guys are like, what the heck? And you just see this plume of smoke taking up about 2 to 6 meters or something like that in total. Which will add to the difficulty to be shot.
Stop, dog.
First
Oh.
dude
Stop being needy.
ends up shooting and completely going wild. He is going to miss. Second dude,
Yeah. You have to spoil
who
stuff.
is up on building, is going to shoot 10, 12. That is just barely gonna miss. All right. So Zoe, your second action.
Second action would be to get out of this area and
Okay.
double back.
Okay.
I've-
Now, would you like to potentially use dexterity running to increase your speed from normal to twice as fast?
Yes, please.
Okay, so give me a dexterity check then. Being forewarned that it is not flat ground and there are rubbles and things like that, so it's easily going to be a moderate.
So I'm gonna look over at where the smoke grenade is.
Stop.
Look at the dude that got blown up on the bike and go, he didn't throw that.
No, he didn't. You can see him kind of like stretching and things that, and just kind of like he was knocked for a loop, but he's actually fine. But yeah, he's still kind of just now starting to get up actually.
So
Like-
that's an 11, boss.
Okay.
Can I see Adamox?
Yeah, Adamox is with you.
You're like, where did that damn kid go?
He says, I thought you had eyes on her.
I'll go find her.
Okay.
God, I'm a captain, not a babysitter.
I
Right.
know. I keep telling you we need to discipline her. And I'm just gonna start wandering in. I'm gonna start wandering in this direction.
Okay.
Be like, wait a minute, we're gonna go together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. So you will move, but I think, let me double check that. You guys can consider or continue your conversation, because I think you did a slip.
Oh dear.
Who knows? Maybe she'll learn a valuable lesson.
I don't think she'll learn a
Unk.
valuable lesson. I really think she's just going to keep doing the same thing, mistakes over and over and over. I mean, look at Mandalore as a whole.
Fair.
Slip, 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 slip. Where is it?
But yeah, I'm gonna see that guy getting up, and I'm gonna go.
Slight slip. There it is.
Do we
Continue.
deal with him, or do we
I mean-
let him fight them?
So how does
He
this
doesn't
like
know we're here. I could, in fact, go get him.
He is obscured by the smoke. That's not a bad idea.
Yes, he is slightly
Would you like me?
obscured.
Would you like me to go get him and
That
drag
is
him
a
back?
good idea.
So for the rest of the round, you are a negative 1d6 for all actions, but you've taken your final action. So
yeah.
yep. Although if there is any additional things like you might want to dodge or do something like that because they still have another action, just remember extra d6 negative because you have slightly lost footing and started kind of slipping. All right.
So I'm guessing I got nowhere because of this.
Nope, you do your movement, but you slightly
Okay.
slipped. So you are negative
So-
1d6. So you can move up to 10 meters.
Okay, 10 meters.
Two square.
Yeah.
I know. About counting. And I think Adamox can now see them.
Yeah.
He's
Adamox
not
kind
his
of
only
pointed and said,
fish.
"There's Zoe."
Why is she
According to
running?
plan.
Yeah.
Why is she running?
A
What are
blast
you
shot
doing?
comes whizzing by her head, completely missing her and bedding into the wall.
Actually, I still say according to plan.
God damn it!
Second shot is going to kind of do the same thing, but instead of hitting the wall, it's going to hit the ground just in front of her, and it's actually going to just like kick up a bunch of dirt and stuff like that, obscuring her vision and from you and you to her.
Yeah, hey, dude had vehicle.
All right. No vehicle. It was that bicycle. That was it. And boop, it got blown up.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot that part about it going kerplooey.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Oh.
So, perception time.
Yes, sir. From everyone or just me?
Just you. You're on for the group. Ooh, that was a good one.
Well, that's absolute stucco. I rolled an 8.
It is.
Looks like we're going second, mates.
Nope. Not necessarily. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to a save. I have a third party to roll for. I'll switch it over. That is okay.
Oh crap! I'm empty.
So, all right. I don't know why that wasn't
All right.
You guys will be going last. The Trandoshians are going second, and the dude who is kind of getting on his feet now is going to be actually going first. He's going to kind of get up just as everything kind of goes into the combat. He's going to be looking around, and he's just going to be like, look over at them. Look over at you guys, kind of get like this defeated, like, crap kind of thing. And then he's going to basically make a dashing run.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can say something.
We can deal with them first, and then we can figure out what we're going to do about each other.
Also, so boss, do we still have smoke cover, or is that gone?
It's pretty much gone by this point.
Okay, I wanted to make sure if that was round or not. There's no
pretty much gone at this point. It doesn't last long in this system. It's a weird one. But
I've got one more of those in me.
Okay.
Also, does anyone have a standard blaster pistol? Because I don't. I've got 2 power packs for it.
Also, can I hand my electro jabber to the Wookiee, since we are all right in that area?
Yep. All right, so
because that is strength plus 2d.
Yep.
Hey, Animox, can I have your rifle, please?
So that's going to be very good for the Wookiee.
Yep.
Thank you.
So he is going to kind of bolt this way, and you're actually going to see him kind of get over here adjacent to the building and find cover. He doesn't look like he has much on him. He's just got his clothes, and he's just kind of panting a little bit, and he has kind of a grayish skin, grayish bluish kind of skin, near human. He's got like blackish hair. Just looking at him, he looks like he's a kid. I mean, he's like 10, 12. I mean, he's a kid.
Wait, so he's younger than Zoe?
Yeah, he is an actual kid. And the only reason you're seeing it now and not then was because he does kind of have like a hood up. His clothes are a little bit tattered and torn.
Bicycle.
Yep. Little tattered and torn and things and he just kind of goes, What in the high mother is going on? I crashed here and now everybody's trying to shoot at me. I was looking for help. This was the nearest place. What is going on?
You, sir, are in the middle of a death battle.
Why would they have a death battle on a random planet? He says.
Black Sun.
Who?
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
I'll give you one piece of advice.
Adamox, can I have your rifle for this blaster?
Kid, get behind me, and if you shoot me, I will beat you with your own arm.
As you hold up the arm, right?
I will beat you with another dude's arm.
That's right. All right, so they're going to be doing movements. This guy is going to make a jumping leap. So the one guy that was actually on the building is going to kind of just like run, jump, tuck and roll onto the other building. And the other guy is just going to make a cover run over to here as they kind of start posting up, getting ready to do what they want to do.
Which, how many actions are we taking?
Good call, because I did forget to ask that. So,
yeah, we haven't been asked.
That's why I was reminding you.
Yep. Wrote down theirs, but I forgot. So, how many actions though?
Because I was doing it without sound. 2.
Crom.
No.
All right. Richard.
2.
Okay. And Animox won't break rank. He will do 2. Okay. Who wants to go
I
first?
know, I know.
I will.
All right. So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go get cover over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on my new I'm gonna hold my new toy and drop the arm for now.
Okay. So Wookiee's like, just drops the arm. It just kind of bounces on the ground.
I will be back for you.
He has shocky stick.
That's
I'm
right.
shocked.
All right. So what else are you doing besides dropping arm and taking jabber?
I'm going to move to cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is. I don't know how much cover that is.
Anywhere between quarter to half, depending on how you want to do it. It could actually be more than that. It just depends on where how you want to do it. If you're literally in this square, it's essentially going to be about 3/4 cover from this guy, but only about a quarter cover from that guy because he has height advantage and everything else and can kind of see you. If you were to go where the dead body is, you pretty much have full cover from him and probably even full cover from this dude because this building is a little bit smaller than the building that he's at and things that, but you also know that you're shorter than the building, so he shouldn't be able to see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move where the body is. Come here.
Okay.
Scotty, can I have a word about the ranges of these blasters?
About
I
what?
know this thing's. I know it's short range, but it's like 3 to 4, 8, and 12.
Yeah. So 3 to 4 is your short range, okay? And anything past the 4, from that point to the maximum of your middle number is your minimum range, and then the number afterwards to the other one is your long range.
I figured it's just like that's never going to happen in this situation. It's 5-meter squares.
Yep.
So that's
Not with a holdout.
fun.
Not with a holdout.
I need a new gun. So the secondary question: Am I technically Am I in cover because I see a corner of the building?
Yeah, I'll give you quarter cover.
Okay. And my action is to. I have not inspected this building, so there's no X there. So I'd like to try that.
Sure.
Since I can't shoot anybody.
Sure.
That did not put the right minus. Wait, yes, it did. So that's a 9 with a 1 on the wild die.
Okay. Let's get spicy. So, as you're kind of rooting around and things that, you see a nice, beautiful blaster rifle, and you're like, yes, and you go to pick it up, and it's attached to a string. You're going to be taking damage.
Oh, God.
As an explosion occurs.
Do I still get the rifle?
We will deal with that later.
We're about to find out.
Right?
Do you keep your arm?
That's also a good question. Can I expend my other action to try to dodge?
You deal with. Oh wait, you wanted to expend action for dodge? Absolutely. You have that option.
Yeah, because I'd rather make more of an ensure of getting out of that.
Well, technically it was a trap. You can. Yeah, I can re-roll a thing because it was all set up essentially like a trip. But I will allow that.
Okay, well,
no, I will allow it. I'll just make a roll essentially to see. So go ahead and roll dodge.
Dodge.
Difficult.
You know what? I'm going to use my dice. Welcome
Welcome to the club.
Right?
Hey, I was doing good with roll 20. Thank you very much. Until that. So 2, 5, 8, 14.
14?
14.
14. Okay. Yes. You end up dodging out of the way, taking no damage, but in order to do so, you have to drop the blaster rifle, and the blaster rifle is, in fact, damaged. Everybody's just going to see this explosion from where Zoe was. As parts of the building will kind of shake and shimmy, slosh off and everything else, making a huge racket. The Trandoshans are like looking over in that direction, like, what the crap?
Hello.
Well, there's an Adamox. It's like, well, crap. We want to add him into the queue.
Pretty
or...
much. All right.
Okay. I just lost the blaster rifle, but I'm alive.
No, it's damaged.
I missed some. How much of what did I miss?
Doesn't look
Quite
like
a bit.
fire
As
at
a
all.
matter of fact, with you joining in, what I can actually do is we can take a short break so we can catch Adamox up to speed with what is going on.
Okay.
Gives everybody else a chance to stretch their legs, get a drink, and things of that. So give us just a moment,
Lovely.
and then we shall return.
Oh wow, those are fancy.
Yeah,
Fancy. Dice, Dorks, and Danger! Welcome back, everybody! We had a little small break. Got to stretch our legs a little bit. Got to rejuvenate with some refreshing water or beverage of choice. Hydration is key. Hydrate. And now we are resuming combat, picking up with Adamox. Adamox, my friend, you have 2 actions. What would you like to do on your first action?
I want to shoot at one of them. Let me
I'ma
decide which
shoot
one
at
for
one
a
of 'em.
moment.
All right, so.
All right, distances. Oh, those are both within range.
Oh, yeah.
The blaster rifle I have for the close range is, or the first range listed is 3 to 30. The furthest guy is at least 30.
Right.
I have a feeling the guy furthest away will probably be the biggest hassle because I'm sure that Richard and Crom will probably have an easier time dealing with the other guy because he's a little closer, comparatively speaking. So
which
I'm
do you
going
want to
to
shoot?
try and take a pot shot at the guy who's 30 meters away from me, which is the guy on the right.
So that guy right there. Okay.
Correct.
Alrighty then. So go ahead and give me some dice.
Alrighty. And then let's see here. I have a 4 in blasters.
Get
So
it,
that means I'm
son.
rolling 4 dice, correct?
Sounds good.
Let's see here. Math. 15 with a 1 on the wild die.
15 with a 1 on the wild die.
Correct.
Let's consult the magic token.
Lovely. Let me mark 1 round additionally off that blaster pack as well.
You might not even need to do that because it came up a yes. So, as you go to pull the trigger, you're going to hear this kind of winding whoop as something has overcharged in the power supply and it explodes.
Oh, no.
Yep. So go ahead and roll me your strength.
Let me remind myself of what that number is.
Just the power supply or the entire gun?
The entire gun. So the power supply,
so I'm now weaponless again.
Since he's pulling the trigger, essentially the power supply is either overcharging or doing something, sending more electricity, or the gas didn't shut off enough, and it's enough to basically cause the gun to blow up.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's not fun.
Yeah, if you haven't realized that apparently these weapons aren't the world's best weapons that they provide.
That is a 9 with the 1 on the wild die.
Wow, that is exactly 9 what I rolled. Okay. The wild die.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for me?
That's a good thing because you were exactly 9. It is exactly 9. It explodes.
And
so
does the wild die matter for this particular one?
Not for this particular instance. So essentially what ends up happening as it's charging,
gotta make sure.
Because it makes the most sense. You kind of go, whoo, and like throw it, and when it explodes,
so I'm gonna hear the sound. And I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, basically.
Boom.
So that way, you take no damage from it. It just boom blows up, and you're like, oh crap.
Oh crap! I am now weaponless.
Yep.
Well, I have a knife, but that doesn't really help me out much at range.
Nope, not unless you want to stab the kid.
I'm gonna look across the way at Zoe and go, I'm sorry, I can't give it to you now.
Do you at least have another power pack?
One
I don't
more at
even have a
least.
gun to... One, no. Two, I don't even have a gun to put it in.
No.
I have a knife.
And that's about it.
So sorry about
And that was my
that.
one action.
Yep. All right.
I have one more, but other people get to go first.
Yep. So Richard,
Wild
You
Die is not
moved
liking me tonight.
Prom, you moved. Adamox just took his. Zoe basically burned up both of hers.
Yep.
All right, so we go back to the kid who will look at you guys and say, okay. Get your stuff together. If you can shoot them, I can draw their attention. And the kid will reach down to his belt and
Can
make
Crom
a
shoot you? Has Crom picked
charging
up a weapon?
this way as he is igniting a lightsaber. And then
The
looks
kid
at
has a lightsaber?
ignites the lightsaber, looks at the Trandoshans and says, "Hey, Leatherface, over here." As the Trandoshans and basically start trying to make pop shots at the kid. The kid
no.
needs to go ahead and roll the reaction with the proper negative dice.
Is he a freaking pet?
He's one of those.
Right?
Yoda says, yeah,
To be clear,
wise
that's
words of
he-
Yoda. In the wise words of Yoda's,
Grom, he is no Jedi. He's too young. He's a Padawan.
Okay.
you don't even know if he's a Padawan. He may have just picked that lightsaber up somewhere. Been running with it ever since.
Okay, so two
You have no way
shots
to tell.
ring in his direction as the first shot will immediately deflect right off of the blade of the lightsaber, hitting this dude since he got a 1 on the wild die. And then the second one will bounce
Wait,
back.
hitting which dude? The one that's
The
shot
one at
at
the
him
top.
or the other
one
guy?
at the top. They both shot at
Okay.
him. But the one that was on top of the
Right.
building, he got a 1 on the wild die, so the kid just kind of goes bing, and then the bolt immediately bing
Flies
right
back at
to
him.
him. Yep. So he will be taking
Got
damage from his own weapon. The other one
Gotcha.
misses.
But with the kid's dice roll, correct? Because it's
No, it's
technically being
basically
returned.
since it's a nat 1, it's basically just going right back at him.
Oh, okay.
And then this one tried to take a shot, but ended up missing. And with his lightsaber combat, he basically goes boop, or his lightsaber skill to parry, because he was not actually using combat. So,
So basically, the one shoots at him as he turns on his lightsaber, and it turns on just in time to reflect back and with that nat
sure,
1.
I like that explanation.
And then because now it's out, he can address the other guy
Sure.
with the parry. It sounds a lot cooler with that description, at least.
Sure. The difference of, so the guy that got hit with his own blaster bolt ends up being wounded. And I forgot to mark this guy as dead. So hold on a second. Whoop. So yeah, that guy ends up being wounded, and they've wasted their shots. Zoe, you do not have an action, but everyone else does. Richard, what would you like to do?
I am going to shoot at that boy.
Okay. Give me shoot dice.
Not the actual boy, just the one shooting at the boy.
Boy.
I feel like Zoe's player just made a vague reference to my weapon in Dungeons and Destiny.
Mm.
That was more of a God of War
12.
type deal, but
12? 12 is a hit. Give me some damage.
Okay, that's my mistake. I mean, let's be honest. Voidbane and that does call me boy a lot.
yeah, but they're more gender neutral than what I was doing.
Yeah, but that very much imitated the
19.
voice modifier you often use.
So he is now incapacitated.
Which boyo?
I'm gonna mark him. I just need to find a good token for it.
So incapacitated in a he'll die if we leave him alone way, or incapacitated as in
He's knocked
if we
out.
leave him alone too long, he'll get back up.
He'll get back up, but essentially, it's going to be the same thing you guys were. If he wakes back up, or when he wakes back up, he'll be wounded twice.
Okay.
All right, so yeah,
So
he's
what I'm hearing is
incapacitated.
killing him in this state will not count towards a dark side point.
Yes, it will.
Oh, it will?
might, because he is knocked out,
'Cause he
unconscious.
can't fight back?
He can't fight
And
back.
unable to defend himself.
It's
Correct.
like when you wanted to stab the dude with a vibro knife.
He was
And
gonna
they're
die
referring
either
to
way,
a-
though. That
yeah,
was
they're referring to
This guy's
pregame
just
before we started
unconscious.
streaming. Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy's unconscious, and the other guy was unconscious too. Incapacitated is the same thing. Mortally wounded is the condition that you're thinking of, which is essentially they are bleeding out.
Yes.
That is the
Okay,
next
I was
step
under
down.
the impression that that the guy in the practice games before all this was bleeding out.
No, he's incapacitated. He's knocked out.
Okay.
Same way with this guy.
I just remember
Mortally
being told
wounded-
if we leave him alone, he'll die.
Yeah, no. Essentially, he could potentially die, is what I believe it said in that game. But basically, it
Okay.
is regular, stunned, wounded, potentially wounded twice,
Wounded,
incapacitated, mortally wounded, dead. That's essentially the way it
Okay.
works in this one. So yeah, he is straight
So
up
if I was
incapacitated.
to say throw a grenade at the other guy up top, and the other guy just so happened to get caught in the crossfire, it wouldn't technically count because I wasn't going for him.
Possibly.
I'll
Tell yourself
just.
that.
I was just above game thinking I'm probably not going to do that. I don't want to risk running up and getting close enough.
Nah, I
You
mean, you
don't
can
have
lob
to
that
start
thing
that.
like 40 meters, can't you?
I don't know.
Can you
Either way,
technically-
if I roll too low, I'm going to end up getting the kids stuck in it too. I'd prefer not to do that.
Yeah, you can throw a frag grenade up to 40 meters.
Oh yes, please destroy the kid. I want that lightsaber.
No, I want it. Look, my knife skills have done me no good.
Lightsaber
Neither of
skills
you
are gonna
You've had more
do
success
no
with a knife
better.
than I am.
Man, lightsaber skills are
actually
gonna do no
have-
better for you.
Lightsaber combat.
I can parry stuff with a lightsaber. I can't with a vibro knife.
No. You can parry stuff with a. That's what melee
Yeah, you can.
parry is. Is that you can melee with.
But it's not trying. It's not like I'm parrying flat out being shot at.
Are you a Jedi?
No.
Okay, then you won't
But
be able
I-
to do that. At best case scenario, you're going to not injure yourself and potentially knock the bolt, but you can still potentially also not hit the bolt while
Fair.
trying to parry.
That's
That's
fair.
something that they learn. Or if you
Does
were a
Zoe
Jedi,
have
class,
that? I mean, like,
she's
because
got
if so,
training
then
in
she's
it.
in the same boat.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
she's
got.
in the same boat.
Yeah, she's
She's
got
training in that
Yeah,
thing?
she has training in that thing. She's
Oh my
Mandalorian. They sometimes get to have special classes on stuff.
Yep.
So I allowed it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
Fair enough.
so after all this argument and everything going on,
Sorry.
Adamox, what do you want to do?
Sorry. Oh, how many actions would it count as to move back to this building and search that? Would that be 2 actions or 1? Because it's technically 5 meters away.
I'd allow it to be full on 1. I'll be generous.
All right, I'm gonna do that then. See if I can grab a new gun or another gun.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a search, and then
I'm
while
gonna
he's
say
searching,
right?
yeah, search perception. Kron, what would
Okay.
you like to do while he's making the dice check?
Well, considering my options, I get the feeling I need to be careful moving over here.
Right.
I have my number whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
I'll let
so
him finish first.
That's fine. Go ahead, Kron.
So again, I'm assuming this is also cover, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna work my way over to the kid.
Okay.
And just I've got my shock stick ready.
Yeah, the kid will kind of glance over and notice you, but then immediately gets his attention right back to the Trandoshan. So what is your number, Adamox?
11 plus 1 pip for 12.
Alrighty then. So You are going to end up finding a sporting blaster, a concussion helmet, and what are those things called? I can't even think. Stim pack.
A stim pack, but no power pack for the blaster.
No,
I'll keep that in
'cause-
mind.
Yep. You didn't find that. Most of them look like they're not loaded, but then there should be some
All
extra
right,
power
and I
packs
now
right
have
there.
2 concussion helmets
Mhm.
available to me, apparently.
Yep.
And what was
Oh,
the other
no,
thing
no.
you said? I found a stim pack.
Stim pack. Yep. That's the one that you
Is
guys
that
kept on.
IM? Is that spelled IM or EM? I
I-
always can't remember.
It's however you want to spell it. I do not care.
It's
I'll
usually
I'll just know
However-
what it
IM.
is.
I say, however it is easiest for you to remember.
Yeah, that's what I would decide to go with.
Yeah, because with
All
it
right,
being a
well, that was my turn.
sci-fi, it could be STYM.
Right.
So, all
Fair
right.
enough.
You never know. Anyway, that's the building I'm right next to.
Yep. All
Marked
right.
off.
So everybody gets to roll perception. The kid is currently working with you, so now his actions will fall on your guys's roll.
Okay.
That would be a
Wait, hold on.
wow.
Why did
Hold up.
so you rolled
Yes,
a 0 on one of those?
there's a reason. I had a -2. Let me re-roll that.
Oh, okay. Wait, why do you have a -2?
I had it selected. I mean -1. I had selected for 2
Oh.
actions.
Are you saying that we're all rolling perception separately, or are we still doing the group thing for turn? Because I was
Group
confused
thing
for a
for
moment
turn.
there. You said
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
an
Yeah.
11.
My apologies.
No. Because essentially the way it works, to cover this real quick.
Yeah, no,
What was your
right.
number, Zoe?
11.
11. Real quick, not just for you, but people watching that may get confused. In
Right.
this system, essentially, you can have multiple turn orders. So since the kid had no alliance or allegiance to anybody other than himself, he had his own turn. You guys had your own turn, and then the Trandoshians. Now that the kid seems to be like he's helping you guys and you're helping him, I'm lumping him in with you guys that he will take his actions on your guys' turn. So he doesn't
Okay.
have to roll.
Basically, our group's turn go in order of individual person, and then the other group's turn go in order of individual person, depending on if our roll was higher than the enemy team's.
Correct. Okay.
For the people watching, of course.
Yeah. So, would you like to go first or second?
First.
All right.
Definitely first.
So,
Normal people would.
how many actions would you like to take?
No.
The magical number is 2. Yes.
Okay, and then Crom said 2. Richard,
Dose.
I need to move my token for a second.
Adamox.
Ginger says 2.
Question is would picking up an item cost me an action, or
Depends on where it is and what it is and how it's handled. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
the damaged rifle?
That would be an action to pick it up or to just examine it.
Moving to
cannot-
it would be one action. Picking it up would be another action. Firing it after the fact would be a third action.
Because
Well, he's still within the same vicinity. He dodged out of the way, but I don't.
Right.
Unless he moved that I don't recall, which is possible.
I did not.
I
Okay,
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't realize he was close to the blaster
he's
already. That was my
definitely
bad.
within walk range and things
So,
that it won't cause.
Picking it up.
Yeah,
Picking it up would be one action.
Yeah,
shooting
picking
it
it
would
up
be a
on
second.
that one, I would say. Actually, just picking it up, it's not really complex. I would allow that one to be a freebie. But if you're going to examine to see if it's actually functionable, that's going to cost you an action.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
Sure.
What would I roll?
Technical.
Technical, huh?
Yep. And if you do have it, after listening to the last one with Crom and the droid repair, I'm going to allow if you have blaster repair to use it, so that way you guys can start working on your skills. So since I made that kind of decision from last time, Crom, if you wanted to, I would allow it for you to use to potentially bump up your droid repair in technical as a freebie, since I was like, no. But now I'm kind of overturning that.
So all I have, I do not have weapon repair. I've got armor repair, jetpack repair, lightsaber repair, so I'll just roll a technical.
Yep.
And then you can add weapon repair after the fact
Correct.
using character points and whatnot.
Well, wait a
That
minute.
is 3.
That is
Oh
not
wait, it's got 2
humanly
zeros.
possible.
There's 2 zeros in there.
Minus 1D. It's minus 1D, right, for 2 actions?
Correct.
That only starts on the second action, though, doesn't it?
No, it's for the
No.
entirety of everything.
Ah,
So that is a 3 with a 1 on the wild die.
Okay. I mean, you've known certain blaster rifles to function perfectly fine. This should be okay. Just slap a power pack in it, good to go. Looks a little beaten up, but that's just the outside. It'll be fine.
Oh, and that is exactly what she thinks, too.
Yep.
Lovely.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Adamox,
da.
what would you like to do?
Alrighty. Are we still considering move 5 meters, search a building to be 1 action? Or was that just because it was
That
that
was
time?
just because it was the end of last one and I was being generous. Now you have to move and then do
Okay,
search.
so now it would be separate actions.
Correct.
Thank you for the clarification.
No problem.
Let's see
You might-
here.
You might want to also mark that.
Oh yeah, it's I wasn't going to do it,
You're fine.
so I was just gonna let him. But
I'll get you.
here's this one.
I get you.
Okay, I apparently just erased map layer. That is my bad. Somehow or other. Don't know how.
Okay.
All
This
right.
will be fun.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Yeah, movement is 10.
Mm-hmm. Now you can try to use dexterity run to increase from 10 meters to 20 meters as an action.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So dexterity run,
And
if you do not have run.
because I am taking 2 actions, I am subtracting 1 from my current dice total, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that means I am only rolling 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. That is 9.
9 is good enough.
All right, so that increases it to, you said 20?
Yep. You go from 10 to 20.
Alrighty. Yep. Yeah, I think I'll just take that pathing I did right there.
Okay.
And that I believe was right here. If correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're fine. Looks good.
Alrighty.
Prom.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you like to do, friend?
Um. Well, this guy's down, so I don't really need to deal with him at the moment.
You
So
could potentially use him as a mage shield.
yeah, but
Or because I know Wookiee likes doing this from previous game sessions, you could yeet him to the other guy.
Yeah.
could I actually eat him?
You could actually
You can
yeet him
try.
to the other guy. I mean, you
Yeah,
might
You
not
probably have the
succeed.
strength set to.
It might not succeed, but it would still be very fun.
Yeah,
He's only 10 meters away.
And even
from
if
me.
you fail, that guy's at least smacking into a wall.
absolutely. Rish,
But would that result in the dark side point?
Only one way to find out now, isn't there?
I mean, you're not intentionally trying to kill the guy. You're just trying to knock the other guy out with that guy. So, I mean, I would say no. It's not like you're deliberately like, I'm going to smash his head in while he's asleep.
That's a bit different.
Yeah.
This is definitely within the Wookiee nature.
Yes, it is definitely within the Wookiee nature.
It is very much Wookiee.
Yes, very Wookiee.
All right, I'm gonna eat a dude at another dude.
Yeah.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
It's another dude.
Sorry, I had to.
Okay.
You're fine.
How is that not just? You know what? I'll address this after session.
Yeah, you're fine.
Wasn't that? No, I think about it. That was. Wasn't that? Didn't Robert Downey Jr. do that in Tropic Thunder?
Movie was
Alright,
weird.
so straight strength.
Straight strength.
Okay.
Eric, I was gonna make a reference to that new session starting. the other group.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that basically just me in that session?
Well, that's a 1 on the wild die.
Technically, I mean,
Okay. So what's
all
the
right.
total?
So 1 on the wild die.
Let's
If you're gonna
see.
spend character points, do it. Of course, you may want to save them.
With a 1 on the wild die, yeah.
I'm gonna close my door so you don't hear my
That's
dog
fine.
bark as bad.
17.
17. So,
And a 1 on a wild die.
correct. I'm going to say that Wookiee yeets other Trandoshan into said Trandoshan. Wookiee is going to pull muscle and be stunned for rest of round.
Okay.
Ooh, that is unfortunate.
Um,
At least he didn't accidentally kill the guy he didn't mean to.
no. All right, so then we're gonna see if dude can get out of the way and burn up an action to do so.
Oh,
Burns up
snap,
action. And the Trandoshan you threw basically starts lobbing at the guy. The other Trandoshan is like, oh, and just kind of ducks down just a little bit as the guy goes flying over. And if I haven't mentioned it before, Trandoshans and Wookiees, at least in Legends, don't like each other. So the Trandoshan's like, and just starts screaming in his native tongue at you as he points very angrily.
I'm just gonna point back at him and scream and just give a Wookiee roar at him.
Yeah.
Not even saying anything in
No,
Wookiee,
just a roar. Yep.
screaming at him.
Yep.
Just roar.
Alrighty, so that was Crom. Richard, what we got?
I am going to attempt to shoot the guy that just dodged his teammate.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Where that? 25. I think that's max, isn't it?
25 max of range?
Yeah, for...
Are you using the blast rifle or the sporting rifle? Because you have both.
Didn't he also have a pistol though?
I'm going to use the blaster pistol because that goes up to 120. That's sporting rifle.
No, it was a blaster pistol, not a blaster rifle. Excuse me.
Yes, I'm using blaster pistol.
Blaster pistol. Okay.
$10. No, 12.
12. 12 is going to be good enough to hit him. So give me some damage.
Well, it's a 12 with that magical 1.
Damage in this regard does not matter if it's a 1.
Okay, so it's a 12.
Yep. So it is actually enough to stun him. So he is now stunned.
Sweet.
Yep. Alrighty then. So
Love
He was
Yeah.
too focused on the Wookiee.
Yep. Now it's gonna be the kid's turn, and the kid. That went to a dark place. The kid's going to.
Oh,
The
Finish
kid's
him.
going to try to force pull him.
pull him off the building to the rest of us.
Pretty much.
Makes sense.
That's too many dice. Okay. Willpower. He does not have willpower. Yeah, pick that die up later. Alrighty.
Is willpower a strength or something
Willpower
else?
is a knowledge. So in force abilities,
Okay.
certain things,
Right.
you have the ability to use
Use your
willpower
knowledge,
or
gotcha.
sense or control or
Gotcha.
something like that to negate.
Yep.
To negate accidentally bad effects.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the kid basically kind of throws his arm out and things that you kind of see like shaking of the hand. The Trandoshan's just seems to be struggling and things that, but eventually just kind of like whips the rifle up. So it did not work as intended.
I believe
He
that's
is
Zoe
going
turn,
to
if I'm
attempt to
correct.
take a shot at the kid.
Oh no.
The kid has identified himself as a threat.
Wait,
I'm pretty
wait,
sure
did
once
Zoe
he
do
activated that
anything yet?
lightsaber, it was like, threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, did Zoe do anything yet though?
We're not at
Has
the
Zoe
top
had
of
her
the.
turn?
We're not at the top of the round yet.
Yeah,
we're not
Zoe
talking-
I didn't know
goes
if you'd
there
actually done
Yeah.
something yet.
No, yeah, everybody did something, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I was just misremembering then. I
You're
wanted to
fine.
make sure.
It happens. It happens.
Sorry.
No
It
worries.
was us, then guys, and he's about to make his decision.
All right. So, dude tries to take a pop shot at the kid. The kid kind of instinctively like moves a little bit. It bounces off the saber blade, just kind of hits into the ground. And then we go back to you guys.
Because the other Trandoshan is unconscious.
Correct. That is correct. All right. So who wants to go?
Right.
Me.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
All right, Adamox. What are you doing?
Okay. Realizing that the one guy is going to be a threat and I don't have a gun, I'm just gonna try to lob a grenade at him.
Sure. Did you have a smoke or
Alrighty.
did you have a?
It's a
grenade?
fragmentation grenade. I wrote it down as
That's
frag
fine.
grenade.
That's fine. I trust. So
Yeah,
go
two
ahead
of
and
them
yeet
actually.
it. Yeet.
Alright, and he is currently 15 meters away, so I believe that is still within range for that.
Absolutely.
And then because I chose to take 2 turns, I subtract 1 from my total dice score, so that means instead of a 3, I roll 2, correct?
Correct.
Want to make sure I'm getting this correct.
Nope, you are good.
So 1 die and you're 1
That
die.
is an 11 with a 6 on the wild die, so I gotta roll that again.
Absolutely, you do that roll. This is a good thing.
Nice.
Let's see here. 17, I got another 6.
Very nice.
22!
22, fantastic. Now the question becomes, because you technically have this option, and technically you're supposed to say it beforehand, but I will allow it. Did you want to set this as a timer, or did you want to set this as an impact? So timer essentially gives you about 5 seconds before the thing goes off. Impact is the second it hits something hard with
What's
enough.
the radius again? I don't have that pulled up in front
You're
of me.
fine. Radius is 0 to 2 is in danger close or point blank, and then 4, 6, and then 10. So Crom
I
and
probably
the
have
kid
set
are
it
gonna
on
be...
timer so that Crom and the kid could back up.
Sure.
So I would have pulled the pin, yelled grenade as I threw it,
Okay.
and they probably would have seen it fly through the sky.
Yep.
Alternatively, you could have thrown it directly behind the mofo.
Yeah, I could have done that. Which means it would have been 20 and still within range, but I think that might have changed the difficulty. So I
If you call shots, it does change the difficulty. It makes it tougher.
Okay then.
yeah.
All right.
I was just
So
kind of trying to
grenades
throw it
out.
at the guys.
You're fine.
I
Who
wasn't
wants to go-
really trying
who
to be
wants to go next?
specific.
So
All right. So what does Zoe want to
Maybe
do?
let Chrome the kid go next so they can back up.
move.
Okay.
Move where? Now don't move into the range of the grenade
Oh,
I just
right, you're
called
right.
and threw.
Wrong one. You're right.
You can move up by 5 meters instead of up diagonal from 5 by 5 meters.
That's about as far as I can move.
You haven't moved at all, I don't think, have you?
No.
I was right here. I was right here.
Were you? I feel like you were further up.
Yeah, I feel like you're further up too.
I thought you were
I was
like
either
right
I was
here or actually in this space right above
I
that
was
X. I
either
swear
here
it was in the
or
space
here.
above the X.
Okay, so I was on the X. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't think you were in the X. I could swear I saw it.
I was on that building.
Whatever.
That much is certain.
That's where I could have sworn that he was. I don't remember him moving, but
I don't remember him moving either.
So I was on the building.
Him as in player.
yeah,
Her
because
as
he was
character.
he was examining
was
the
either
blaster
here
rifle
or
and everything
here.
else. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'll just move here.
So okay. So there's
Because
that.
that's
Crom.
isn't that 15 meters?
no,
No, it's 10 meters. It was 2 squares.
But we were right here on this square, right? That's
From this
15.
a- From this. From this.
You said you were
5.
on the X. So 5, 10.
Right
You
there.
moved to right here, which is 15.
It
Okay,
probably just
so-
clicked over to the next thing. It's not that big of a deal. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to.
Not worried about it. Not
I
worried
was
about it.
Anywho,
confused.
He was confident,
moving on.
I get you.
Yep.
Moving on.
Moving on. All right, Grom.
Yeah. Is it a new round? Because I don't have a turn. Remember? Because you said because of my stun.
He
This
pulled
is
it.
second
He pulled
turn.
his
Oh
Wookiee
yeah,
muscle.
that's right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh.
All right. So Richard.
And I had thrown a grenade,
Yep.
which
Yep.
was on a 5-second timer, and I did yell grenade.
Yep. So Richard.
Can you
So-
move while stunned or no?
No, you're technically.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You are stunned.
I'm going to
Yeah.
attempt to shoot that guy again.
Sure. While you're attempting to shoot, let me double check that to make sure I am saying correctly.
You mean on the movement thing?
Yep. No, you can
Move.
move. You just suffer -1 d6 penalty. So while you're adding up before we get the
So
numbers,
that means
so
Crom
stun
can
so-
move back
yep,
away from
give
the
me a second
blast
to read here.
radius.
Stun characters suffer a
Sorry.
-1d penalty to skills and attribute rolls for the rest of the round and for the next round. A stun no longer penalizes a character after the second round, but is still affecting him for half an hour, a second later, blah, 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 blah. Affected last, blah, 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 blah. I'm not worried about all that stuff. So, no, yeah, you still have movement. You just have -1d6.
So, how far would I need to move back to get away from the blast?
5
1
meters.
square.
5
5
meters.
So, grabbing the kid and pulling him back with me 5 meters. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Kids.
gonna grab the kid and pull us back. About is it here or is it this one?
Each square is 5 meters.
Yeah, if that's
Okay,
5 meters, that's 10 meters, whichever you want to do.
5, 10.
yeah,
And
I
you can,
just
because you
wanted-
can move up to 10.
I
Mhm.
just wanted to make sure that I was moving properly.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him and myself back 5 meters to get out of the grenade range.
Okay.
Well, in that specific square, he's still within range, but we'll just mentally remember.
Don't
The
worry
kid
about it.
still has
He's
an
right next to
action.
you.
The GM's got this. It's okay.
Sorry.
'Cause the
Sorry,
kid
I'm more so
still
saying
has-
that out loud for my own benefit than other people. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So that's what you're doing. And then, sorry, Richard, that went off the rails there. What are you doing? Shooting numbers. Give me numbers.
10.
10. What was the distance between? That might be a miss. 25. What was your medium range? Was it 30?
30.
No, that's a hit. It wasn't. It is now. All right.
It was last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I think last time was like 11 or something like that, but my brain
Yeah, I
just
think
kind
I
of
forgot
went
to add the
sideways.
pips anyways.
Yeah, you're
so.
fine. My brain went sideways with all the extra talking. Okay.
Sorry.
Yep. No, you're fine. Demos.
18.
18. He was already wounded.
I
He's
thought he was
dead.
stunned.
Oh yeah, he was stunned, wasn't he? No, this one was wounded. I thought. Doesn't matter.
I
'cause
think
I'm
the
pretty
guy-
sure the dude's either mortally wounded or
The
dead.
guy that was thrown was wounded.
Yeah. Okay.
No, the guy that was thrown was
a grenade is about to
incapacitated.
go off.
Yeah, that guy
A
was
grenade is
incapacitated.
about-
So this dude.
Either way, they're both about to die because the grenade's going
Essentially,
off.
but from the differences in the numbers and things, that if the dude's not straight up dead, that means he's
Right.
mortally wounded. So he drops to the
and going
ground.
to
either
die
way.
from the grenade I've already thrown.
Possibly, he could also survive it. You never know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
So, do we want to just expedite this? See what happens?
Yeah, it just goes boosh. Grenade goes off finally
hmm
because he can't do anything.
Is there a
Alright.
damage I should roll for that?
If you want, 5d6.
Okay.
Oh wait, are we officially out of combat?
We're
I mean,
about
we
to
should
find
be ready to be in combat so long as we're on this battlefield.
You know what I mean.
$18.
Grenade goes
From
off.
that 5.
All right.
Deals
Grenade
18
goes
damage.
off, and you haven't seen hide nor hair nor scale of Trandoshians.
Not even their gear.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay. Because I like to keep everybody on edge, we'll still keep it within combat, like rounds.
Oh,
So
dear.
we'll be going. Doo-doo-doo-doo. But what would you guys like to do?
Right.
Zoe's gonna search the building.
Sure.
I would like to search the building 5 meters to my left
Sure.
after she's done.
Crom or Richard? What would you like to do? As this
I'm
kid
going to make my
deactivates his
way to the
lightsaber.
body.
I'm gonna go see if they're actually dead.
Okay.
Are we doing the declare turn minuses still, or are we just assuming that because we haven't run into anyone to take their turns yet?
Since we haven't run into anybody, you don't know, no actions are going to be required. However, I'm going to be inattentive about
Requiring rolls.
how many you move. The
Right.
movement is the key thing.
Right. So yeah, it was
14
5 meters to my
Game
left for the building I wanted to search.
14 Game Master.
14. You are going to
So-
find
5 on that one.
sporting
Alright, rolling the 3
blaster.
dice I have as that dice code.
You also
On the
going to
sporting blaster.
find a heavy blaster pistol
Oh,
and an axe.
Sporting Blaster. I'm assuming heavy blasters take different power packs from blaster pistols.
Correct, I think.
Depends on the model.
I'm
gonna
Let me look at
say-
what the pickup says.
I'm going to say
Heavy blaster pistol takes a heavy blaster pistol. Oh no, that's the skill.
yeah, that's the skill.
Power pack.
I'm
Power
going
pack,
to
power
say
pack.
the power packs will actually be functioning with the blaster rifle because of essentially what they are. They're bigger, beefier pistols with essentially the same kind of kick and power as a rifle, kind of in between that and a carbine.
So it will
carbine.
Actually,
you
the
use word right.
the heavy blaster pistol does more damage on a hit than the blaster rifle.
Yeah,
Depending on what it is, usually they're around the same damage.
So
The
They're
one that's
usually more
available
powerful
to
than
us
pistols.
is 6D plus 2.
Correct. So moving on.
Ginger, I'm trying to get clarification. So it's
Sorry.
working on these. Does it work on the sporting blaster or the heavy blaster? Because you used the word rifle instead of pistol.
Yeah, you can use the power pack for the same power pack as a blaster rifle and a heavy blaster pistol for this instance.
Okay. Well, that's not going to help me since I only have 2 blaster pistol power packs.
Okay. And then
So I was asking about the heavy blaster pistol, if that would work.
did you have blaster rifle cartridge?
I don't have blaster rifle. All I've got is all I've got is the standard blaster pistol packs.
Then no. It will only
Okay.
the slap in magazine, as we'll call it, to alleviate a little bit of confusion. Magazine takes the same style magazine as a rifle.
Okay, so I'm going to move again and I'll roll a search later.
You done move, you done search. So
Okay.
for now, we move on. Okay.
Rolling the search that I had done for that building, I had a 3 dice code plus 1 pip for a total of 3 dice rolling into 12 plus 1 for 13.
Okay. You're going to
Nice.
find a blast vest.
Which I will be immediately equipping.
Okay. And then you're going to find 2 blaster rifle power packs.
Excellent.
Now, Crom.
Do we have an easy way for us for me to radio Zoe all the way over there?
Nope.
I still have that blaster rifle. So
I did not close
blaster
that.
rifle.
In that case, when we get
Damage.
back around to me, let me know.
Crom, what were you doing?
I was going to check and see these were actually dead.
Ah, that's right. So move your movement up to and everything else because you can't get to them on one movement turn. So
No, and so as I'm moving, I'm also going to make sure I'm not going to step on a landmine.
okay. So you can do cautious movement, which is half, and then on top of that, you can give me a perception search to kind of look around and
Perception
see if you can.
search.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, while you're getting all
Perception.
that sorted, Richard.
Hey.
With him going to check on them, I'm going to check the building that I'm on top of.
Okay.
Let's see.
I feel like the kid's gonna become attached to the Wookiee and follow him around.
That's a lot of X's.
Let's see. 11
11.
and a 4 on
You
the wild
don't
die.
you don't spot anything. Everything looks pretty good. Memory serves. The kid was around that area. You should be fine.
Okay. And I move up to about where? Sorry, about
Cautious movement, so 5 meters. So you can move here.
right there.
Yep.
So right back there, then. Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty then.
15.
Okay.
15. So 15, you're going to find a holdout pistol, a holdout blaster, a knife, and a blast vest.
So is it a knife or is it a knife?
It's a
knife.
regular. It's a regular knife.
Yeah.
Stabby, stabby, slash knife.
No, it's a knife.
Nobody gets the reference.
That's not a
Ouch.
knife. This is
I
a
get it.
knife.
I
the
get it. I
reference.
was choosing to ignore it.
Thank you.
It is not a knife. It is a knife.
All right. So
Think standard combat knife. It's basically that. It's not gonna be like a kukri.
all right. All right, so Crom,
Yeah.
we'll deal with you. So go ahead if you're wanting to do that again. You go right on ahead.
You mean
Same thing.
one of these lovely things?
A
Yes.
knife.
That's a knife,
A 7 this time.
and it's
7?
not a Bowie.
Seems to be
which is a knife.
pretty clear.
All right. And what's the kid doing?
Kids put his lightsaber up and he's kind of looking around at you guys slightly confused, like they said we would deal with this later and now they're all running away. Like he doesn't know what to do. He's just literally standing
I
there
haven't
looking at
moved yet.
everybody.
So
I mean, Adamox is the closest person to the kid.
Not necessarily.
But I'm also inside a building while he's outside.
Yeah, he's just looking around confused like everybody left me. I thought they said that we were
I'm gonna look at the kid and wave him to follow me.
Kid just walks up, bold and brazen.
Stay in pairs. Don't be like her. And I'm just gonna gesture to the direction Zoe went.
Oh. He'll nod his
I'm
head and
gonna-
say, "Oh, okay.
There's an odd number.
What are we doing?"
Making sure they're dead. Don't need them shooting us in the back.
Well, taking their weapons would kind of help with that, wouldn't it? I mean, they don't have to be
Yeah.
dead.
I have issues with their kind.
He will force jump up on top.
Show off.
I'm just
gonna look up there. I'm just gonna look in that direction through the window. I'm just gonna and see that. I'm just gonna be like, man, that was cool. I wish I could do that.
Once again, too young to be a Jedi.
better than you.
I didn't say he was a Jedi. I just looked out the window and saw him jumping. I'm just like,
Yep.
that was cool. I'm jealous.
He will look down now at Crom and say, "There's a ladder over here if you need." I think that's how the Trandoshan got up.
Crom's gonna nod and make his way to the ladder.
Sure.
And I'm assuming it's right here, so I'm gonna put myself here just so I'm not
That's
under
fine.
his token.
That's fine.
I'm gonna start making my way towards Zoe.
Okay.
All right.
And
Making my
Assuming
way
I have the
downtown.
time.
And you
Assuming
said it
I-
was 2 blaster rifle packs I had?
I believe so, yes. All right, Richard, what are you doing?
All right.
You see the kid just kind of walk over with Crom, all nonchalant, confident, and then just Jedi yeets up on top of the building.
I'm just gonna shake my head. Start making my way over that way.
Okay.
Over towards them or over towards me going after Zoe?
Towards them.
Gotcha.
So,
I see Anima. Yes.
yeah, you can kind of see finishing up what you're doing. Adamok starts walking in your direction.
All right. I'm gonna make my way to him.
Okay.
Adamox.
Zoe. Found a couple blaster rifle packs. Figured you might want one. However, I would like a gun in exchange, something I can shoot in exchange.
Hands you a.
Something other than a sporting blaster, preferably.
Hands
I already
you
got
a.
one of those. I'm not playing on it.
Hands you a holdout pistol blaster. Are you? How's this? I've also got a
Does
heavy
it
blast.
have ammo for it?
Yes, it does. Full round. It hasn't been shot.
I take the holdout and give her the blaster pack,
Yep.
putting me down
Could
to
be
1
one.
blaster rifle.
Okay, so can the sporting blaster take that, or do I have to actually put in the actual damaged blaster rifle?
Yeah,
If you
no.
plan on using something other than that rifle, I can hand you the other pack for
The pack, yeah, the pack
whatever
works
that would
for
be as well.
For this instance, the pack is going to be working for the heavy. The pack will work for the blaster rifle, and the pack will also work for the sporting.
Right.
Let's see
Crom,
which
give
one's
me
better.
a
I'm like,
climb
if
check.
you want this thing.
Strength
The player-
climb.
Player's gonna make a decision.
just to be clear,
Mhm.
with my is that with my climbing claws or no?
If you want to use them, you can. It's a ladder, so you don't really
Okay.
need to use them.
It just gives me
Yeah, I don't have my throwing
it
thing,
just
so I
gives me
can't
a
use that.
plus 2d to my climbing is all.
Yeah. It traditionally it's like when you're climbing into like sheer surfaces when you use them. Traditionally, if you wanted to try to
Okay.
use them,
No, if I don't need to use them, I won't use them.
I don't think so.
Okay. What did I do with my? Oh, there. So it's knowing my luck, I'm going to fall on my butt.
I said, so long as you don't get a 1 on the wild die, you should
So
be
we
good.
said the holdout had
only-
full ammo, correct?
Yes. The only reason I'm having you do this is so that way you can potentially spend character points to do. So if it comes up for something important later, you have already spent into because it's very easy to do.
Anyway, yeah. Did I give Zoe that other blaster rifle pack? Did we decide on that?
You did
That's up
not.
to you.
15? Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you climb
I
on
gave her
up.
one of them. I know that much.
I put one pack in the
Hey.
heavy blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kid removes by the time you get up, he's already removed the power packs, and then he ignites his lightsaber and then goes right through their weapons that they have laying on the ground. And then
Nicely done.
yep, hands you the
Smart.
power packs and says, you guys could probably use these, right?
Yes, we can.
I'm gonna see the upswing on the lightsaber from where I'm at. I'm just like, I'm jealous. Just under my breath, hoping Zoe doesn't hear. I am jealous.
I'm right next to you, so if you want to flavor it, that's up to the GM.
I mean, flavor-wise, I'm thinking she's like right next to me because we just did that exchange, and I'm looking off to the side at that, and I'm just like, I'm jealous, hoping she doesn't hear, but knowing she probably will.
Seems right.
So I'm gonna hit the kid my smoke grenade. Just you could probably make better use of this than I can.
He kind of looks at it, rolls it around. What is it?
It's a smoke grenade. Pull the pin, give yourself a little bit of cover.
Oh, well, that's helpful. He pockets it. Thank you. If you want to check on the Trandoshians, first aid technical.
First aid technical, no
Yep,
problem.
it'll give you an idea of their condition.
First aid.
Without necessarily trying to heal them.
Correct. You can use it to heal, or you can use it just to get a general idea of how somebody's doing.
Didn't the Wookiee have a 2 in that?
No,
Or
I
am
have a
mistaken?
3.
Strength.
Oh, okay. Okay. Continue.
Well, it's a good thing I got that next.
8, 9, 10, 11. 13.
13. So the guy you yeeted, he's dead. The guy, the other one, he is basically mortally wounded, and he's probably gonna bleed out any second now. He's not doing the world's best, but he's clinging on to life.
Especially after taking a grenade.
Yeah, he is breathing very shallowy and just kind of eyes are closed, but you
Okay,
can kind of tell.
Discord is currently killing itself for me. Hold on.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna look at the kid and say, well, this one's going to die. I say we put him out of his misery at least.
Kid kind of looks at you and says, "What? That's unneeded. If he's gonna die, just let the Force do its business. Let
Yes,
him die."
but it's like letting a wounded animal bleed to death. I don't like them. I don't want them to suffer.
He kind of looks at you a little funny. He says, "Well, do what you gotta do." He says, "But I don't see the logic in that." And then he just steps off the building and then Force lands.
Does he do the superhero landing?
No, he just kind of like hits and then does like a tuck roll. Actually, in
So
Star
this
Wars,
is-
they kind of just drop down with their
Yeah,
abilities.
They do. Anakin
Yeah.
loves doing it.
Yeah.
Above game, I make a not in game, obviously. Above game, I make a. Hello there.
Hello there. All right. So Richard, you see the kid just drop down. Combat is officially over. Because I'm
Okay.
assuming coup de grace going, Crom's just gonna up and kill him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
quick hit
I'm
to
gonna
the
put
back
that
of the
other
neck and
blaster
leave.
rifle pack
Sure.
into a
You
sporting blaster.
snap and he's dead. So the kid drops down, looks over. He says, "Hello there."
Hi there.
He's
So
like-
you're a Force user.
Yeah, Force user. You are human, he says.
Yes, very observant. Thank you.
I don't know much about this galaxy.
This galaxy.
Mhm.
Neat. Anywho,
Yeah, he just kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, "Okay." Like,
there is strengths in numbers if you would like to stick with us.
he gives a kind of momentary pause and he says, "Wow. I guess the logic's sound." He goes, "I was on my way to go find Morgan, but ship got shot down by something I don't even know." Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. He just looks at you now.
Who's Morgan?
Some dude that my master had sent me after. Some guy named Morgan Katarn. I don't know. He had this message and he kind of like pulls back and then basically kind of pulls out like a little chip. And he says I was supposed to give it to him. He didn't want me looking at it. He didn't want me really handing it off to anybody. It was kind of for his eyes only. And he kind of tucks it back in.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna look at Zoe and say we should probably get back to the others.
I'm gonna motion around us and be
Awful.
like,
Sorry.
well, we're not getting out of here while this barrier's up.
Yeah, I could see that. And as he kind of looks over at the distance and all that other kind of fun stuff, and he's like, "So, what's your plan?"
Let them fight over the arena where the Rancor is.
Yeah,
and
you
then
just-
go
that's
in
what
and
you
clean
hear.
up what's left.
He goes, "Okay, yeah. What's a Rancor?"
A very
Big alien
monstrous
monster.
icon.
I'd be like,
Obviously, having now
listen.
reached it.
Yeah, the
I'm
Rancor
sure if you
roars
listen
again.
for a bit, you'll hear it.
That thing
Did you
sounds
hear a loud roar
angry.
earlier?
Yeah, that thing sounds angry.
Yes,
Very
they are
angry.
very
Yes,
angry.
and it will kill anyone that it pleases.
They
Oh.
are perpetually angry.
Huh.
So by the
So
look
weird.
of you,
And territorial.
By the look
By
of
the
you, is the
look
last
of-
thing I heard.
By the look of you, you're not that old. I'm guessing you're a what's the word again? Padawan.
I guess, but question:
We won't turn
What's
you
a
into the
Padawan?
Empire.
Question: What's the Empire?
Oh my god, how sheltered is this kid?
Whoa,
He,
whoa, whoa,
he's.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa.
look at them and go, he's not from this galaxy.
Oh god.
What?
So above game, the player has been going off based off. Remember the dark saber lore, the Mandalorian that made that was a Jedi, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm going off.
No, you're fine.
And this kid has no idea about any of that.
Nope.
Um,
I'm gonna just look at the kid
where's
and
your
say,
master?
please don't tell me he's dead.
We got separated. She is back in planet called, I don't remember, Forbos, Phabos, Sobos. I don't remember.
Phobos?
What
He
role
just
would
shrugs his
that-
shoulders and says, "Your guess is as good as mine."
what
Ironically,
role would
those are
that
all.
be?
Ironically, those are all planet names, but he's kind of butchered some of the pronunciation.
Pronunciations.
But yeah, he's generally got an idea of like those planets. He just it
What
actually
was your
kind of
master's
seems.
name?
Oh, she's master, and he kind of sits there for a second and goes, "Oh, I don't actually remember."
How
And he
do you
kind of like
not
holds
know
he kind of holds onto his head a little bit and goes, I don't.
Did you ever learn
you-
it and now you've just forgotten it, or did she just never tell you?
He says,
Adamas,
I don't remember. He says, we traditionally just I've just always referred to her as master. He says, I never really thought to ask her name.
does the kid look concussed?
No, he actually surprisingly looks pretty well okay.
So he doesn't even look like he's gotten some sort of amnesia.
No,
he just flat out
like
never asked her.
no, yeah, no. Like he's definitely his clothes are ripped up. He's definitely got some markings, scrapes, and things. Has got some cuts, and for the most part, like he's attentive. He's there.
It's clear that he probably doesn't have amnesia.
No, yeah, it does not seem like he has amnesia. It's just he legitimately is like I don't think I ever asked her name.
I'm just gonna go. Great. Was she the one who gave you the glowy sword?
called
Magic
lightsaber.
glow stick of destiny?
No, he says actually no. Mizore gave me this on behalf of Master Zokor. They gave it to me and basically said, "Hey, you're gonna be fighting with this now." And I said, "Okay." And then
You were
Master came along and I was training. I've
You
been
were
training
given-
for 6 years now? Question
You
mark?
were given it.
they didn't make you make it.
No.
That's
I'm gonna look at Zoe and say, I've heard a thing or two around in my time. This sounds all sorts of fishy.
it
Hey,
sounds like
I'll say that with my mercenary time, I probably heard a thing or two about Jedi and how they operated
There's-
before Order 66.
There's been lots of different lore going around. Their lightsabers are actually one of those things of it's a little bit of a mystery. It's very well known Jedi have lightsabers, and that's what they're basically known for is their lightsabers. Knowing
we
anything
don't
about the
necessarily know
crystals,
how
how
they
they're
made them.
made, all the fun stuff that the players would know, the characters aren't going to full on know. Unless
Fair
you
enough.
guys,
So
which none are really
Zoe
going to
might.
be. Yeah, Zoe might, but everyone else is definitely going to. Crom also might. Crom's old enough, but you two, nah.
Too young.
is
Yeah.
Zoe going on ancient lore or somewhat modern?
Based
Children,
off
I
of everything
swear.
going from Mandalore, they probably know enough of the modern stuff because depending on how far back it goes, they're using lightsabers, they're not using proto sabers, so there'd be no reason to talk or think about the proto sabers.
I'm
So it would
just
be
gonna look at the
relatively
kid and
modern.
go,
And Mandalorians have fought with and against Jedi.
Yeah, so there's a general understanding.
I'm just gonna look at the kid, almost feeling sorry, and go, kid, in this galaxy, holding a weapon like that is practically asking to die.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. You hide that and only bring it out if you need to. The same with the Force. Be careful.
He just kind of looks at you
For
funny.
example,
like,
you may have
okay.
just put yourself in danger by using it against those guys.
Let me
We
be
are
clear.
currently being monitored. We are basically on an entertainment show where we're forced to kill each other.
Wait,
Is this
what?
is the
This is
hood the kids
entertainment?
wearing?
Well, it
For
is kind of
someone
like
else,
yeah. He goes, well, it is kind of like the gladiatorial arena back home, but usually deaths don't
think
occur.
that only us four and now you are on a team, and we have to be the last people alive.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
won't be that hard.
You say that now, but Game Master, quick
We've
question:
had difficulties in the past.
Yeah. What's up?
Is the hood canon?
Is the what cannon?
Is the hood on the token canon to the kid? Is the kid wearing a hood?
He had one, but it's not on at the moment.
Keep
So it
that
probably
power
got
on.
blown to smithereens.
Yeah, basically, no, it wasn't blown to smithereens. It's just one of those things that he had it while it was on the bike and everything else. It's basically kind of like a simple hooded cloak. Kind of think
Gotcha.
of like a sweater or a pullover, and basically it's just
Right.
kind of put down now.
So it's a hoodie.
Basically,
Zoe's gonna look to Richard. He's like, "This kid's our problem now. We've gotta protect his identity at least, right?"
Well, I mean, at the very minimum, the cameras, wherever they are here with the black sun, have already caught his face.
We don't know that.
We'd be really lucky if they didn't. And let's be honest, our luck does not seem all that good compared to
I'd
this
like to
being.
actually
Okay.
roll a
Richard's been
search for
trying to
camera.
say stuff for a while. So what's up, Richard?
Sorry.
I'm gonna look at the kid and go, okay, let's head in one of these buildings, and I'll answer your questions.
Okay.
Because none of these people have answered a single thing you've asked so far.
I agree. He says, "You're the smart one. I like you."
I haven't asked anything.
He points at Crom and says, "Also true." He says, "But he seems like he's the elder, so he technically is the smartest one. But you have a lot more common sense to you and talk."
Okay,
I've been
I'm
asking
just trying to
smart
keep you
questions,
alive,
kid.
kid.
so I'm gonna head up here
Yep,
and into that building with
Yep.
the kid.
I'll move you.
Be like,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
say
are
that
more
we
than welcome
follow.
to follow us, or you can go look for stuff.
I'm gonna hang around Richard and
Right.
give the
Yeah.
building a once over.
I was about to say "Por qué no los dos?"
Yeah, the building directly south of me has been looted, by the way, if we want to mark that off.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
I guess
kid
I'm
gonna
kid
look at
walks up with you and he just looks at you. He says, "So, you can answer my questions?"
Yes.
Okay.
Padawan is basically an apprentice to a Jedi. A Jedi is a Force user in this galaxy.
Okay.
They are basically Jedi in training.
Mm-hmm.
They're generally people around your age.
Oh, okay.
That's why they asked that question.
Oh, so
They
there
are
are lots
few
of
and
these
far
Padawans?
No.
No.
Oh.
Force users
Not
are not
anymore, there's
common
not.
around here.
Oh. Well, that's
They
a
were
shame.
all killed off by a big empire.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, that was the Empire.
That's
you
So-
spoke
why
of.
I said
so-
Death Wish.
Why would the Empire want to kill their own? That is so strange.
They're not their own big. They didn't like each other.
He
I
kind of
don't know
looks.
how best to
He
say
kind
it.
of slowly looks in your direction. He goes, I thought this one said that he was going to explain things. No offense, he says, but that's all
Fair
he
enough.
does.
You will be amazed.
well-
I'm still waiting for him to take his first breath in between words.
So,
I'm just gonna go.
Bossman, that's an
Fair
11
enough,
on the search.
and walk away.
So,
All right.
the Empire is basically the ruling faction of this galaxy.
Okay.
They are ruthless. They do not like the Jedi
Mhm.
because they are essentially. They see the Jedi as a threat to their authority.
Oh. Well, I'm not a threat to anybody's authority. I'm not a Jedi.
But they're not going to know that. They're just going to see you as a Force user with a lightsaber and assume you're a Jedi.
Hmm.
And then you will be hunted.
Hunted, really?
Yes, they will go
How bizarre.
as far out of their way as necessary to catch and kill Jedi.
That is so weird.
I have since walked away. I'm gonna leave this building, by
You're
the
fine.
way.
I rolled an 18 to search the building we're in currently.
And I rolled an 11.
All right. So 18 will net you Electro Jabber, knife, 2 stim packs.
Nice.
I I rolled a 9 for this building.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
then the
on
11
that.
was what Zoe was, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So that will end up being a blast vest and an axe.
Immediately putting the blast vest on.
Okay.
Did she already have one of those?
I believe she did.
I thought you said I had a concussion. I thought you said I had a different type of
Nope.
vest.
Yep. It was a concussion. You are correct. You are correct.
Oh,
You
thought that
said
was a
2
helmet.
stimpaks, an electric jabber, and what?
Axe. If I'm
A
not mistaken.
knife.
Knife. That was an
Adamox.
axe.
Take this ass.
Adamox gets axe and 1 smoke grenade.
Never mind.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So
X,
we
smoke,
have
nade.
gone a little bit
X1.
over here. So let
Oops.
us
Oh dear.
finish out if I can see where I left off on my notes here. Okay. So, as everybody's kind of doing their stuff, going around hunting, searching, doing what they need to, questions are being answered by Richard. It'll do the side swipe, and you're gonna see Nina sitting in the cockpit of the DP-28, and then Jada's gonna be sitting in the co-pilot seat. As the blue vortex of the hyperspace is going around out the viewport. Nina kind of reaches over, presses the button, says, "Comm check. We're gonna be there soon. Everybody ready?" And there is a voice that pops over that says, "Bear Zeus, ready. Resh and Yar, got on, here and ready. Vika and Alec Cern, ready to go. Aya's on your 6. Nina sits in the pilot seat while Jada sits next to her. Okay, Jada, want to go over the plan with everyone again? Jada nods her head, despite the fact that only Nina can see her. This one wants to first thank everyone for taking this job. If Nina isn't exaggerating about everyone's skills, this will be quick and easy money for you. Jada reaches over the comm and enters a few keystrokes that links everybody to a display map. Lonay is a Vigo of the Black Sun. We are going to an isolated planet that he uses for gladiatorial reasonings. Lonay is on a nearby skyhook known as the Gilded Array. While we don't know if Lonay will be entertaining guests, we do know that the Gilded Array is equipped with heavy weaponry and at least 50 to 100 fighters for self-defense. While Jada and Nina make their way to the beacon, everyone else will need to cover the skies. Once we've located Richard, the ground assault team, I'm gonna butcher the name here. Clenlambeck, Whisper, and Jodo Cast will offer the ground support as we need it. If Nina's intel is accurate, the town is surrounded by a high-powered shield wall. These walls can, in fact, move inward towards the center of town. They can also create a dome. If this were to happen, I will need to blast the dynamos located here and here with her ion torpedoes. Any questions? Everyone responds that they're positive, ready to go, and confirm that they understand all the plans. Nina then speaks up. Remember, everyone, we're counting on your skills and intuition. Call audibles when needed, but make sure to telegraph it to us. The indicator light flashes, letting everyone know it is time to drop out of hyperspace. And here we go. And that is the end of that. All right. So how's everybody feeling?
Well, I'm not dead.
A little worried for the kid. Honestly.
Concerned about the kid, but curious about the one who he called Master that supposedly gave him the lightsaber and the training in it.
Well, technically, there's more than 2 factions of Force users. Technically.
Yeah, like I said, I'm curious about who gave it to him and who he's calling master and who gave him the training as well.
Yep. Well, he also did, which I may have misspoke, but I could have sworn that he said that he keeps referring to his master as master, and he said Mizore gave him the weaponry as instructed by Master Zokor.
Yeah, Master Zokor. I did catch that.
Yeah, so there were
But
3 names.
was Master
2
Zokor
names.
the trainer or a third party?
Don't know. There's 2 names dropped, and then there's Master.
Okay, so but we don't know if Master is Master Zokor, and he just forgot and then suddenly remembered for half a second and didn't realize.
No, he would know.
Hmm.
So Master
that's
Zokor
3
very
people.
much, yeah. Master Zokor,
Gotcha.
1 person. Mizore is 1, and then Master.
And then a little data chip that he needs to give
Yep.
to what's his face.
Morgan Katarn. And for those of you watching, yes, it is that Morgan Katarn.
Above game, I still have no idea who that is.
You don't have to. We are on this journey together, my friend. We may find these things out later. It's okay.
The Star Wars nerd is being quiet.
Yeah. It's okay. Like I said, I will pull from whatever resources I've got, and I will devise my own little stories and do what needs to be done. So, for those that know who Morgan Katarn is, you're welcome for that little fun Easter egg. For those of you that don't, stick around, keep watching. You may find out.
Okay.
So,
Good stuff.
good stuff. We liking stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
We're worried about the kid. Jada and Nina seem to be en route to your guys' location. As
I want to
is.
keep the kid alive.
You want to keep the kid alive? Well, the kid probably wants to keep himself alive.
The kid seems
Yeah,
like a very good
I
asset to keep me alive.
I feel the
True.
need to keep this kid alive,
Oh,
other
by
than
the way,
just as an asset. I don't know why.
does Toronto have an axe yet? Because I've got an axe I need to get rid of.
Everybody's probably got an axe.
I have a knife. I do not have an axe.
Take an
Yeah, but
axe.
you also aren't going to get close up and personal anyway.
You never know.
No, I'm going to run.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with Richard on that one. I would run. If it were me playing one of my characters in this one, I would have taken a knife. I would have scouted for weaponry and kept at least 1 blaster rifle, one or 2 blaster rifles, or a blaster rifle, blaster pistol, something like that with extra packs. Grenades, stim packs, everything else would have been like, nope. With the exception of blast vests and blast helmets. Once I had a blast vest and blast helmet, I'm straight.
So basically,
Run,
you drop
tuck,
any armor. So
cover.
basically, you drop any non-med weapon or
If it were me,
armor
yes.
stuff
If it
that
were
you didn't
something that
need.
I didn't need personally, I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said,
Right.
knives, I could see being useful. Maybe 1 axe. Like I could kind of justify a few things.
Now, are these like full-on battle axes or just
No,
like
they're
tomahawk
like-
axe?
Yeah,
No,
no, they're not even
they're like a
tomahawk
combat
axe. They're
axe.
like wood cutting axe.
They're just like typical hand axe.
No, they're like
Yeah.
wood chopping. Like
Oh,
Oh,
two-handed.
two-handed
Okay,
wood
so,
chop.
so still need to two-hand, but it's not battle axe.
no,
That
it's not a
doesn't
bad
matter.
axe.
Not like a war axe.
No.
Just regular axe.
Yep,
Gotcha.
just regular on axe.
Just to
Gotcha.
confirm, I have 2 woodcutter's axes then.
Yep, you do.
Can he dual wield them?
You
In this
also
system, you
have
can't.
2 electroprods.
This is also true.
Oh yeah, he's got the freaking cattle prods.
Yep. Thinking about that and
Uh,
remembering
so-
about that, I'd take 2 cattle prods. Continue. What were you going to say,
So-
Richard?
So, the reason that I gave the Wookiee the cattle prod is when he's enraged, that's 7D plus 2D, I believe? The way the electro jabber works.
Yes, it is a plus 2D with the rage.
So that's 9D damage if the Wookiee smacks somebody with a cattle prod.
So, as a well, no, yeah, you might actually be right, because usually with the raging one,
Strength
it's like
plus 2D.
I know strength plus 2D is usually you're in bare hands. I'd have to double check that, but since you are using weapon, that probably actually does count. I will double check on that, because
Yeah.
honestly,
Melee
I was
combat
thinking
is
it
a
would work that way.
dexterity thing.
Simply because it's melee and
that's
he is
technique.
just smacking the enemy
oh yeah,
with
you're
what
right.
he has in rage.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. But the way the reason why I'm saying this is the way that it's worded is that he gets an extra 2d6 for dealing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
doesn't get it to hit, but he does get
No.
it on damage.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is that I always interpreted it as like you're brawling, but I will double check and reread because it might actually work for melee weapons and it would make sense
I know
too.
I know dexterity is where melee combat is listed under, but that may just because it's like slightly. It may be for the smaller arm end. I don't
Possibly. Now
like the knife.
now the Rancor. What's everybody feeling about the Rancor? Since you guys are kind of, I guess, heading that way-ish. Maybe not.
I feel like we should probably loot a little bit more and then head that way because we've already encountered at least probably what feels like 2 half parties or a party that was already half and now half of another party or
As
something
far
like that.
as we know,
So I feel
there
like
are at least
as far
2
as
more
we
drop
know-
pods.
Yeah,
Assuming that the people in the pods stuck together.
yeah, and I was operating under the assumption the whatever the fuck whatever the frick they're called. I can't English. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It happens. Mistakes happen.
I meant to catch myself. Force a habit. I
And-
apologize.
And you don't have one of the buttons.
Yeah, and I don't have one of those either.
Yeah, it's all right. I have a filter.
But whatever
that
whatever the
sometimes works.
scaly dudes, the scaly leather dudes were called that we just murdered.
Trandoshan.
That Transdoshan. Sorry,
Trandoshan.
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 Sorry,
enemy.
Trandoshan. Trandoshan. Okay, I've said it 3 times. I'll remember it now.
The scalies.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just gonna call them leathers.
That's fine.
So much easier. The leathers. I was operating under the assumption that they probably got separated from the other 2 of them. We all stuck together. This group was presumably from the pod that landed really hard over here. So it's possible that landing could have killed 2 of them. So, under that assumption, it's possible everyone that was in this pod probably landed safely.
Possibly.
Assuming
But
that these guys came from this pod, considering they came from that direction.
as let the game master propose something to you. Well, this could all happen. It could be true. Did not the kid say something about crash landing?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm saying that there are still going at least 2 pods worth of people.
Right.
Just because you
That
saw
is
2
the
pods
assumption.
land does not mean that there weren't pods that landed before you.
Yeah.
I was more so operating under the assumption that there were at least 2.5, 3 pods.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
you guys may
Richard-
or may not be the
I was
first.
overestimating the people that may or may not have been there.
That is
So,
possible.
with what Richard has seen, he is going to operate that there is at least 2 more pods worth of people. Now,
Elmox would agree.
he is not going
possibly
to
more.
drop his guard after 2 more groups of people.
Agreed. Because
That
we don't
actually
know
was.
necessarily how big the other pods, how many were in each.
Yeah, I mean,
Just because we've only
those
seen
got
groups of 2 so far, doesn't mean there's not going to be a group of 4 or 5 or even 6.
I mean,
Correct.
we've all got our weapons out, so
I mean, I'm not sure
But
if
if
all
we
of
get
you have
overwhelmed-
realized, but not once have I walked along a road.
No, I have realized that. You've walked across a road, but
has
you
walked
haven't walked
across the road.
along a road.
And
Yes.
Zoe found another
Yes.
trip mine, sort of.
Did she set it
Yeah.
off?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blaster
Just
rifle.
The
set it
blaster
off?
rifle. There was
yeah.
a blaster
That was
rifle
a
that
trap.
was that
Oh,
basically
it
had a
was
string
hooked
on it.
up to a second mine.
Yeah. So when you pulled it,
Gotcha.
so
so
And then mine just flat out blew up.
yep. So apparently Black Sun's got a little extra spicy things to just kind of keep everybody up on their toes.
Yeah.
And keep things interesting, I
That's
guess.
right. So game, I take it you guys had a lot of fun?
yeah,
I
yeah.
had a blast.
Good.
For what I
Yep.
was here for, yes.
Absolutely. So, and hey, for the parts that you weren't here for, you can always watch on the VOD on Twitch, or you can actually jump over to the YouTube channel, which,
Whenever that's uploaded.
yeah, it should be uploaded with the next day or so. Actually going to be working
you
on
usually pretty
trying to
timely.
do a what was it, podcast style, so audio only, so that way if you guys want to just not worry about watching things and just listening to, you have that option too. Whether or
Right.
not I actually follow through with that one, I will see. So,
Yeah.
but it is running a little bit later now. Everybody's kind of getting tired, myself included. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. It was a pleasure having you all here. It was very much a pleasure to have the players here. Thank you guys so much for playing this Star Wars game with me. And yeah, you guys having fun is the highest honor any kind of game master can have. So. Everyone, I will see you all next week and hope everybody can attend. So, bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Later.
Later.
Doses.
Force be with you.
So